up, everybody? Hey. What up, fam dems? What's the man's dems? Oh, yeah. Now we can chit chat back and forth and see how well I'm doing. And those of you who are close to me know exactly how I'm feeling. But the ghost eyes. Where's his eyes go? Okay.
我が方は80。無勢なれど対馬の民を守らねばならない。今日俺はこの命を捨てる。船が海を覆っている。
死を恐れるな。飲み込まれるぞ。習わし武勇誉れ、それが我らが道だ。我らこそは島の勇士、我らこそモノノフだ。では足立殿、気をくじいてまいる。よっ！ よく聞け。腕に覚えのものあらばいいでよ。
なだ、すぐにだ。
我こそは足立晴信、かの足立義信が五代の末裔なり。
侍、我に下るか。
誉れなき者には情け無用。さあ、かかれ。手を離せ。島を守れ。かかれ。
Holy fucking Christ. Okay, first things first.
Open fire! For Tsushima! Their leader retreated! Hunt him down!
With me.
We've lost so many. We have to keep pushing, Lord Sakai, even if it costs us our lives. Men, we must hunt down the Mongol leader! Everyone, with me! No Mongol dogs! Cut them down! We're all that's left.
There is only one path for us. Find the Mongol leader and end it here.
I'll fight beside you to the end.
I know.
The Mongol leader. I'm ready, Uncle. We end this together. Uncle.
I am Khotan, cousin of Kublai, grandson of Genghis. Brother, you are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this. And you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai. Do you surrender?
get here? Someone worked hard to keep me alive. No weapons, just supplies. Need to keep moving. Mongols. Someone saved me. Hit me back here. Maybe they have my sword. Someone was sharpening their blade. A warrior. My armor. Broken. But better than nothing.
Inside! Now! How are your wounds? Can you run?
I think so. Where's my sword?
Not here.
You're on! Here!
I'll take care of this. Please, hide. Oh, don't hurt me!
Shield Domini! Right!
Okay then.
Who are you?
I'm Yuna.
She's a gangster, that's true.
You want your sword? Follow me.
How long was I out?
Long enough for the Mongols to conquer half the island.
Why is this so dark?
Shh. Not now. Shit. Get down.
Let's move.
This way. Wait. There's nothing we can do for her.
But I can save the others. Lord Shimura was with me on the battlefield.
The Jito? Forget him.
Yuna, wait. Lord Shimura is my uncle.
You're Jin Sakai? The Jito's nephew?
I have to know. Did he survive?
I think so. The Mongols took him prisoner.
Where did they take him?
East, along the coast.
Toward Castle Kaneda. They must be holding him inside, celebrating their victory. I could take them by surprise.
You'll be killed.
Or I'll rescue Lord Shimura. Then help him drive the Mongols into the sea. He can contact the Shogun, call for reinforcements.
I didn't nurse you back to health to watch you throw your life away.
Why did you save me?
I couldn't leave you to die. I need your help.
Lord Shimura can help our whole island. And he's the only family I have left. Let's move. Witches.
Come on, we can't help him now. Look out.
Raiders. Armed for battle.
They've been riding across the island. Taking slaves, killing the weak.
No one's fighting back.
They farm through here.
Move.
Shit. We cleared the road. If we cross, someone's bound to see us.
I'll take that chance.
Wait, the guard. Now. Come on.
Fear of you, huh? Samurai!
More guards.
Take the rooftops.
Fuck.
More guards.
I'll take the rooftops.
You climb roofs, scavenge battlefields. You're a thief.
When I need something, I take it.
Like my katana.
I traded it for food and medicine.
You what?
Don't worry. We'll find the buyer. Get your sword back. We've got a long ride ahead. Take whatever supplies you can carry.
This is someone's house.
And they're not coming back. Through here. The man I traded your sword to lives just up ahead.
search the house. It will answer for this. It must be here.
Oh, I got my sword back.
I am Jin Sakai, nephew to the great Lord Shimura. And I am no coward!
Your enemy is no match for you.
But
You still lack control.
I was practicing.
With your father's weapon? The sword of Clan Sakai has saved lives and ended wars. Who did this to you?
No one.
I will teach you to defend yourself.
I know how to fight.
To master your blade, you must first control your emotions.
I can do that.
Show me. Let's see what you've been practicing. Try to strike me.
Yes, Uncle.
Attack! I am ready. Try to strike me. It is your turn to attack, Jin. It is your turn to attack, Jin. Try to strike me. Well done. If you'd fought like that, your attacker would not have bruised you so easily.
Wasn't a fair fight.
Imagine he's returned to finish what he started. And he'll use every dirty trick he knows. How will you defend yourself?
I'll kick dirt in his eyes, then break his nose. See how big he feels with a mouthful of blood.
A small victory, achieved without honor. When a samurai faces a devious foe, he must rise above them and never sink to their level, no matter how tempting.
Yes, Uncle.
Now, break through my defenses. Show me Jin Sakai is a warrior of great courage. Break my block with a heavy attack, then strike quickly. A heavy attack will unbalance your foe. Follow with a quick strike. Enough! I yield.
You let me win.
Not at all. If you held a real sword, I would be dead.
Really?
I would never lie to you, Jin. Now for a change, try to block my attacks. I will not go easy on you. Good. Well done.
I'm sore. Can we take a break?
We're not finished yet. Find your resolve and fight through the pain. Good. It's tough. Harry, wait for me to make the first move. Once I strike, block my attack. Fine parry. You must parry before I strike. Good form, Jin. You're improving.
Need to catch your breath?
It'll take more than a child to knock the wind out of me. Now then, let's see you defend against a spear. Dodge my spear, then follow up with a counterattack. Good reflexes. Remember, dodge, then counterattack. Excellent dodge. I am vulnerable after attacking. You have a small opportunity to strike. Use it. You see, there is no weapon, no warrior you cannot overcome.
Thank you for these lessons, Uncle.
We are not finished yet. Jin Sakai, will you honor me with a sparring match?
I wouldn't want to hurt you.
If you're that confident, let's make this interesting. The first to land 5 strikes gets to choose dinner.
I hope you like octopus.
Very good, Jin. You show great skill. Before we eat, I have one last question. For generations, our families have lived by a code. Tell me the virtues that guide us.
Loyalty to our Lord. Control over our emotions. And
You know this.
honor. To fight bravely and uphold the legacy of Clan Sakai.
Those are your father's words. What does honor mean to you?
I guess... protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves.
You have a good heart. But first, we must show everyone that we serve our Lord with courage, integrity, and self-control.
You say that like it's easy.
It's never easy, Jin. I struggle with it every day. But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code. And to ourselves. That is the meaning of honor. I've not their samurai.
Sword.
Where can I find a horse?
The stables aren't far. This way.
More riders.
Islands crawling with them.
Where are the stables?
Behind that burning farmhouse. Follow me.
Where is she? folks, for taking an intermission. We will be back after a word from our sponsors. There are no sponsors, by the way, so enjoy. My back.
How fast does Dove Dry Spray actually dry? Dry Spray dries in an instant, leaving these men with nothing to do in this attic. Thankfully, we've got something to fill the time, instantly putting these guys back into their comfort zone. Dove Dry Spray dries instantly and keeps you protected for 48 hours.
Okay, so we got our nanners all bashed up. Welcome to Mythical Kitchen, where dreams are alone for most of the day.
Today, Josh, Trevor, and I are going to show you how to treat yourselves by making delicious desserts with stuff you have in your pantry.
If you're following along at home, you can snag the time codes right there, and all the written recipes are going to be down in the description below. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking tonight at 5. Okay, so today we're making no-bake chocolate chip cookies. This is an entire dessert hacks series where we're using whatever we have in the house to create something that'll satisfy your like innate need for sweetness. Because I know like 10 o'clock comes around and like I start crying at the idea that I can't just like go out and get an ice cream cookie sandwich. That sounds sad. I'm fine. We're gonna start by taking softened butter. This is a little past room temperature, so it's like pretty liquidy but not melted. All the stores were out of brown sugar. I happen to have white sugar and molasses, which are the 2 ingredients that make up brown sugar, so I just mixed them together and rubbed it with my hands and created my own brown sugar, which is a fun little trick that you can use in your own home. You also want to pack brown sugar when you measure. Look at me actually measuring things. Now you need to whisk it up. Nicole, whisk! Alright, cool. So we're just going to go ahead, mix as hard as you can the brown sugar into the butter, and you should get a nice pasty consistency. And now what you're going to do, most people use oats when they do it. What I'm going to be using is breadcrumbs. As you see, these are not even normal breadcrumbs because the store, the entire baking section was gutted. And so I have Osem, an Israeli brand, home-style breadcrumbs, and then Manischewitz gluten-free matzah meal, perfect for any celiac Jew in your life. We're going to do half cup of each. You can use any breadcrumbs you have. If you have panko breadcrumbs, use that. If you have the normal progressive breadcrumbs, use that. Do not use Italian-style breadcrumbs because I tried that yesterday. There is way more garlic in those things than I remembered. 2 tablespoons of milk. So the way this works, well, ruh-roh, the breadcrumbs are going to start to soak up the milk, and then the sugar and the slightly warmed butter is going to bind everything together. And when that butter cools, it's actually going to form into a solid cookie in the fridge. So you can just get your hands in there and mash at it a little bit. You can also make your own breadcrumbs if you don't have any breadcrumbs at home. If you have like old stale bread, you can just go ahead and toast that at about 250 degrees for like an hour, hour and a half until it gets completely dried. And then you're just gonna take a knife and you're gonna chop the heck out of it until it is, completely crummy. Now we're gonna take chocolate chips. The store did not have normal chocolate chips. These are sugar-free chocolate chips. They have an ingredient called erythritol in this. It's the same ingredient in the Haribo sugar-free gummies that makes people poo their pants on airplanes and not in airplanes. If you're sensitive to erythritol, don't use them. Maybe use normal chocolate chips. But I'm going to dump these right into this dough. As the dough sits, you're actually going to feel it hydrate more and more. All right, these are looking great. You're just going to grab like a little baking sheet to let things hang out on. All right, so look at that. You can see like it looks like a chocolate chip cookie, and you're just going to take that and then pop it right onto a baking sheet. This should make about 5 cookies. Maybe let's take some additional chocolate chips. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. This is like if Martha Stewart were just like live tweeting the apocalypse. And we're just gonna dot one more beautiful little chocolate chip right there. Oh, the kids are gonna love this. I don't know if you guys follow Ina Garten. She just made herself like a gigantic, what's the Cosmo? But she has just been like getting absolute rip hammered in her house by herself, and it's hilarious. I should know what a Cosmo is on account of I'm on season 3 of Sex and the City now. Speaking of which, so Carrie started dating younger guys, played by Timothy Olyphant, one of my top 6 favorite Timothy Olyphant roles of all time. After The Girl Next Door, of course. All right, so while we're forming these cookies and while these set up in the fridge.
Ice creamless milkshake to Dunkin'.
Don't tell me what I'm gonna do. Just let me perform. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to get in my headspace now. Cut my. Alright, so we're forming these cookies, and while they set up, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a delicious ice creamless milkshake with whatever you got in the house. But before that, Nicole is gonna make a super awesome and easy chocolate chip peanut butter mug cake. That does sound good. I'll have 2, Nicole. I'll see you in like a month or something.
I'm going to teach you guys how to make a really, really easy recipe. It's called a mug cake, but you don't need to use your oven, you don't need to use your stove. All you need is your handy dandy microwave. I'm going to make a peanut butter chocolate chip recipe, but as long as you get the base, which is what I'm going to teach you first, once you get that stuff down, you can add whatever you want to it. You can add cocoa powder, you can add fresh fruit, you can put whatever you want in there, and it's really, really easy. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to take a little pinch of salt, and then I'm going to take a tablespoon of oil. You can use whatever oil you got. 2 large tablespoons of sugar is my favorite. And then we're also gonna add some chocolate chips in there too. So a hefty spoonful. I'm just gonna finish this. Beautiful. I'm gonna add some milk. Yeah, look at that. And you have the option of adding an egg yolk because that'll make a really, really fluffy, beautiful batter. But if you don't have an egg, don't worry about it. You don't need it. My final step, I need some chocolate chips. Hey Josh, can you give me some chocolate chips, please?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Thank you. So I'm just going to give it one final mix, make sure all of the chocolate chips are firmly planted inside. I'm going to shake off any sort of excess, kind of level it out a little bit, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven for like, this isn't an oven, this is a microwave, silly girl. I'm going to put this in the microwave for like a minute, and then I'm going to check it. If it's still kind of raw in the middle, I'm going to leave it in for another 30 seconds, and then if it's still raw, another 30 seconds, and just keep going until I get like the perfect spongy cake consistency. Follow me on this journey. Ooh, it's steamy. It kind of looks like pudding, low-key. Like cooked pudding, look. Can you see that? Okay, fantastic. I'm going to add a hefty spoonful of some IKEA jam. Josh gave this to me as a present. So I'm going to take a spoonful of jam, put that on top. And let me grab some chocolate chips from the ground. Okay, there you have it. This is peanut butter chocolate chip mud cake. Oh, should I eat it? I don't want to burn my mouth. That is delicious. Yo. It tastes like a peanut butter sandwich, like, you know, PB&J, but like in cake form. You guys should make this immediately. Next up is Trevor. He's going to show you how to make his dessert. Sorry. Peanut butter inside of me. Okay. Hey, Trevor, why don't you show the people at home how to make some of whatever you're making? Don't know what it is. Right, I'm sorry, what was the line? Hey, Trevor, teach these people how to make cinnamon toast buttercream cake.
Today we're going to be making the most bootleg buttercream cake ever. So we're going to start with half a cup of butter, which is usually 1 stick. I don't know, sometimes sticks of butter can be unreliable. I've seen some very small sticks in my days. I've also seen some very large sticks. 1 minute. That seems like a good amount of time. Got a half a cup of melted butter. A bag of brown sugar that's soon to be out. These are extra smooth, soft, and supple, but that does not lend itself to opening bags. Yo. It tastes like a peanut butter sandwich, like, you know, PB&J, but like in cake form. You guys should make this immediately. Next up is Trevor. He's going to show you how to make his dessert. Sorry. Peanut butter inside of me. Okay. Hey, Trevor, why don't you show the people at home how to make some of whatever you're making? Don't know what it is. Right, I'm sorry, what was the line? Hey, Trevor,
Teach these people how to make cinnamon toast buttercream cake.
Today we're going to be making the most bootleg buttercream cake ever. So we're going to start with half a cup of butter, which is usually 1 stick. Sometimes sticks of butter can be unreliable. I've seen some very small sticks in my days. I've also seen some very large sticks. 1 minute. That seems like a good amount of time. Got a half a cup of melted butter, so my hands are extra smooth, soft, and supple, but that does not lend itself to opening bags well. Just gonna squeeze it out like moon sand. It's gonna go in with the melted butter. And then also I'm gonna take half a cup of regular pure cane sugar. I was so excited. So a teaspoon of cinnamon, all that's going in with the melted butter. You wanna give it a good whisk. It might take a second for the butter to combine with the sugar. So this is gonna go on pretty much every part of this cake. So we're taking a cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. If 1 stick is a half cup, then 2 makes 1 cup, and that's called quick math.
In Japan, we have embraced many things from the West. In return, we offer something for you to enjoy. Sapporo, now brewed around the world. And our way of saying
Arigato. Maths. I'm just going to start trying to soften this and paddle it and get it kind of smooth in the bowl. I'm trying to get it as soft as possible. I left mine out of the fridge for just a couple hours until it's soft enough to work with, but not to the point where it's like melting it all in the bowl. So now the butter's kind of smooth and soft in the bottom of the bowl, I'm going to add some powdered sugar. When I make buttercream, I never really use a recipe. I find that it really just depends. So I like to just add powdered sugar as I go. Usually 1 cup of butter to 3 cups of powdered sugar is a pretty good ratio. All right, this is looking good. I think I'm going to add some milk to it just so that it loosens up and comes together better. So, hey Josh, could I get a splash of milk?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Say one.
I can't hear you. My neighbor's a dubstep DJ. He's really good though. Like not the like wob wob, but more like the. Yeah.
Josh, you managed to hit every single part of my counter and every ingredient except the bowl. All right, it's actually come together very nicely, very smooth. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla because vanilla flavoring is magnificent. Just a splash. Also, because this is a cinnamon bootleg cake, I'm going to add a little bit of that cinnamon schmear that we made earlier. That's going to go on everything. Little dash just to give this a little bit of cinnamon flavor. And then this is going to go between the layers of bread on our cake. One of my favorite struggle sweet snacks, as I like to call them, is just taking a slice of any type of bread, literally any bread that you have in your home works for this, and then putting butter and cinnamon and sugar on it. So I'm just going to take some cinnamon schmear, and I've got my oven set to broil right now, so it is nice and hot, and I'm just going to spread some of that cinnamon on each of these slices of bread, and then that is going to go in the oven, and it is going to get beautiful and crispy. It's going to make our cake. It's the cake. The bread is the cake. And I'm going to pop these in the oven. Really, I like a little bit crispier, so I'm going to go about 5 to 7 minutes. You toast it for as long as you want your bread crunch. All right, let's get that toast out of the oven. It's looking crispy around the edges, just the way that I like it. The cinnamon schmear is bubbling. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to refrain from just eating a piece of this right now as much as I want to. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, so while this cools, I'm going to get to work on the second frosting that's going on this cake. That's right, there are 2 frostings. The bow tar is melted. Thankfully, I was able to scrape up a little bit of milk. So I'm at about 3 tablespoons of that. About 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, depending on how much you like. I'm a vanilla person, so I'm going to go 2 teaspoons. 2 cups of powdered sugar are going to be going in here. And then you're just going to whisk it all together till it's nice and smooth. I'm surprised for how much powdered sugar that I've used today. I've kept things relatively clean. So I'm going to whisk this together slowly. Oh, right after I said I was staying clean, I'm no longer... That's how it works. I'm going to take some of that cinnamon mixture, and I'm just going to jump it in here. You got to have cinnamon in literally every part of this. Look at the drizzle action happening. I'm so excited. I think it's time to assemble our cake. What we're going to do is we're going to take 1 slice of bread, the first, the base. Smear that baby with buttercream. Do however much you like, whatever your heart desires. Second piece, smear time. Layer it on top. Third piece, smear time. And then the last piece, no smear. We're going to lay it on top. So we've got the 4 layers, and now it's glazing time. I'm just going to go for the pour. Honestly, it feels like the right move.
Oh, yeah. That is so unhealthy. There's so much, literally every component of this is just sugar and butter and cinnamon. Get ready for this. Nutmeg. A nice sprinkle of nutmeg on top. Obviously, we gotta finish it with some cinnamon, too. It's like sprinkles, but spice form. What is this? Look at this abomination. It's like a sandwich. I could pick this up and eat it like a sandwich. Oh my god. It's like an explosion of sweetness and flavor. Actually, the nutmeg on top is doing so much for me right now. The bread as a substitute for cake is not that bad. I found that the more sugar and butter you put on something, the less it tastes like what it originally was. Oh my god. Well, will I continue to engorge myself on this abomination? Let's see how Josh is going to make an ice creamless milkshake. You may not have ice cream in the house, in which case sucks to suck. I actually don't either. But I'm going to teach you how to make an ice creamless milkshake. We're going to take an indefinite amount of whole milk. Let's call it 12 ounces. Your guess is as good as mine. As much sugar as you're comfortable with, but you want it to be pretty sweet. The way I think about it, ice cream is just milk and sugar. If you were to take that and churn it, it would eventually become ice cream. So we've made ice cream. All we need is something frozen. I always keep a stack of nanners in my freezer at all times. Problem is they all stick together, so you gotta bash your nanners. Okay, you probably want about one whole banana. There's a lot of starch in a banana, which means it's gonna add a lot of thickness. Oh god! Check it out. This is how I got entrance to the Kumite. Bloodsport. He smashes, he goes, yeah! In only the bottom brick. And then they're like, Alright, so you're going to keep adding your frozen nanners. The cocoa powder doesn't taste like much by itself. When you add it to all the sugar in the nanners, it's going to be really delicious. You don't got to use nanners. You can use avocado. Heck, you can just throw ice in there if you want to. We're going to a nice little chocolate nanner milkshake. So my blender's not plugged in, and it doesn't reach the thing. And the only extension cord I have in my house is hooked up to the light. Okay. Oh. I hope the blender's not on. Blender up! That's a thick nanner! Now that's what I call a thick nanner. We're gonna pour this into a glass. You're gonna get the cookies that have been sitting in the fridge out, and then we're gonna dunk and enjoy. At 5. Look how thick. I mean, honestly, this is a milkshake, and it is just bananas, milk, and sugar. Uh-oh, right. Well, that's good. Just gonna kind of stack them up like cookies, and I'm gonna take one for myself. All I'm gonna do is dunk it in that milkshake. This is gonna be, oh man. I mean, they're super chewy. They're really dense, packed full of flavor, nice and salty. Everything you want. If you don't have breadcrumbs, throw anything in there. I honestly thought about using ramen noodles, but didn't.
Thank you for joining us in the Mythical Kitchen.
Drop me a line in the comments. Let me know what other mythical dishes you want to see next time. Hit us up on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen with pictures of your sweet quarantine food with hashtag dreams become food. We'll see you next time. You can cook up your own feast while wearing the Mythical Kitchen apron. Available now at mythical.com. What the hell are we doing? Top Gun, baby. That's what we do in Top Gun.
How can I help you?
Hi, can I have 2 famous bowls, please?
That's all they cost.
Can we get 2 famous bowls?
You get 2.
2 famous bowls?
Yeah.
Come on, oh, gotcha.
How is food that cheap? I don't know, but it looks delicious. I just saw him take something out of an oven and put it into a bowl.
Oh, there's steam coming off of it? Oh my god.
Fell out right off my spork. Wow. But did it come out of the gate famous, or did it become famous?
I think it was on Vine. You know, and then Vine shut down, and then they like kind of found a home on YouTube.
Right.
It's all really, really delicious. Like the chicken kind of gets soaked in the gravy, and like you don't even care that it's not that crispy because it's soaked in gravy. Corn gives it a little pop of sweetness, and then the potatoes are just like, wow, what a silken underbelly.
I like the mix of textures, you know?
Yeah.
I used to be a big food separatist, where I wouldn't want to eat my potatoes with the meat, you know?
Yeah.
But now I've just a whole 360.
What I'm noticing, for me, the cheese is getting lost a little bit.
Yeah.
What if we could take that cheese and combine it with the potatoes to make an incredibly fancy dish?
Oh, like a cheesy potato.
Like a cheesy potato thing.
Is that a thing? You should invent
It
that.
has been invented. There's actually a French dish called Pomme à l'Ego. There's a chef downtown named Neil Fraser at a restaurant called Redbird. Very fancy place. We're going to go learn how to make that from him, and then we're going to take it back and make our own even fancier version of that, and then
pile a bunch of other fancy slop on top and have ourselves a good old fancy slop and fancy time.
Should we get over there?
Let's do it. Ideal, thank you so much for having us. We're at Redbird downtown, a beautiful space. And I don't know if you know a lot about what we're doing, but we are trying to take the KFC famous bowl, which is mashed potatoes, corn, cheese, gravy, and fried chicken. We're trying to make it as fancy as possible. So this is really fancy, Diggs. We're in your private dining room. You're a fancy guy. I think you're the person to teach us how to do this.
We're gonna make the fancy potatoes.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of KFC?
I think KFC does a good job. As a chef, what I try to do is find the best ingredients and charge whatever I have to for it. You know, fast food's the exact opposite. It's like taking something cheap and trying to make it as good as possible. And there's a lot of magic in that.
So you're saying there is actually like something you can learn from a culinary standpoint about fast food restaurants?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we get down to it?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
After you, sirs.
Yes.
That's fancy, right?
That's fancy.
Sirs.
All right, so the first step, obviously, we got potatoes here.
Yep. Peeled potatoes. You guys want to give me a hand with that?
Mike, you got it. So what kind of potatoes are these?
These are Yukon Gold potatoes.
Does the size matter?
You know, I think it's a matter of peeling something very small is hard.
Some people prefer potatoes that aren't even that big.
You're saying size
doesn't always matter.
So we're just gonna put it in water.
Gotcha. Are you starting with cold water or?
Yeah, cold water. The idea is you want to heat everything up so it's consistent. If you threw it in hot water, if these were cut the wrong size, this would cook before that, so everything's heating up.
Gotcha.
Want to simmer the potatoes, not really boil them. You know, you want to keep the starch in the potatoes. You know, when you make mashed potatoes, you want it to be, you know, smooth.
This is what I want to get into, though. What about, like, chunky peanut butter, creamy peanut butter? Is that, like, a thing? Like, is there, like, a chunky mashed potato? Like, is that...
Yeah, rustic mashed potatoes.
Rustic, that's what it would be.
You know, I haven't had peanut butter in my life. Peanut butter and jelly? Zero.
What?
Yeah.
Have you ever had just a peanut butter sandwich?
No. So, kind of the idea is you want the potatoes to be soft, but not too soft, not falling apart, but...
Gotcha.
I want to do it. I want to know what you're
pretty close.
Ah, it's hot.
It's hot.
So this is to rice it.
Yep.
So like you said, if you're pureeing in a food processor, it runs the risk of getting gummy, whereas this is breaking it up uniformly.
Yeah, the whole idea is you want to add a little bit at a time. The idea is you want to control the working of
I
that.
want to see what it looks like, Josh.
Yeah,
so
pull it up.
Hold it up so I can see what's coming out. It's like a Play-Doh factory.
It's like a Play-Doh factory.
Like a Play-Doh factory.
There you go.
We once turned a car into a pizza.
I like that.
Thanks.
Cream and butter.
Okay.
It's a little more salt, and also the cheese is going to have salt, so you want to make sure.
Control your salt levels.
Yeah. You know, kind of the difference between cooking something too fast or too slow, or heating it up too fast or too slow. I mean, if you want to scorch it, it's not going to mix together correctly. You know, mashed potatoes are emulsification. You know, you're emulsifying cream and butter into potatoes and potato starch.
Cheese.
Toma.
Toma's, is that from NorCal? Is that
This is from California. Yeah.
Gotcha. What do you think if we're trying to get like the best, fanciest, most expensive cheese that would still work well in this recipe?
Plus.
Plus?
Just because I love that cheese and it's super melty. I don't know how it'd be. Because you might need some more elasticity. You might need to do like a blend of applause and maybe something you'd use on like a pizza or something like that.
Yeah.
And then adding something that was a little more viscous.
Mike also put a car on cheese wheels. So that's kind of his background as a chef.
I do a lot of auto culinary crossover
Fusion,
work.
yeah.
Fusion. Yeah,
we tried to turn the car into a functioning pizza oven, you see?
Nice.
It smells like Updog in here.
Updog?
Yeah.
Not like Down Dog?
No, it smells like Updog in here.
Updog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, but what? Wait,
It smells like
wait,
Updog.
It smells like Updog in here.
Updog?
Wait.
You mean Down Dog?
Do you know? Wait, Updog? But it's not the point. The point is we have
like
these
some
delicious
orange.
go right here. Now these.
Do we eat at the same time? Do we cross?
Yeah, cross swords. You guys can be Palm Aligo Eskimo brothers.
I like the phrase tunnel buddies.
That's really good. That's fantastic. The consistency is incredible.
The texture is such. I see what you mean about like using the right cheese to get enough of that.
Yeah.
And there's the proteins in it to get it to stretch. But yeah, if you use too fancy of a cheese, it's gonna break. I like the idea of using multiple cheeses, getting a little moisture mott's in there, and then something like
That's just the way we've made it. It's usually about 50-50. Oh.
Yeah, but we want to push those boundaries. We want to see like how far we can actually take the KFC famous bowl. Because right now, it's famous. We want to make it famouser. Like we want to make it Coney 2012 famous.
Like super famous.
Super famous.
Like Takashi 6ix9ine.
Just like Takashi 6ix9ine. Chef Neil, thank you so much for having us in your restaurant. It's really fantastic.
Thank you.
I look up to you as a fancy role model.
Oh, thank you.
And also as our new cooking dad.
Finish us off.
We got a long car ride, so
There you go. Shotgun.
Cheers.
yeah, not bad.
Can't hear what you're saying.
I'm gonna roll myself up
Cheers.
in a big ball and fly.
Alright,
So we have all our ingredients out here. First, we're going to start with our 11 secret herbs and spices.
Okay.
These are not secret because you can see exactly what they are. We're pulling the veil off today, baby. And then for the gravy, we're also going to be adding jambon de Bayonne. This is the French version of prosciutto. Should give you a little bit of porkiness in it. We need to bread our chicken as well. Well, not chicken. We'll get to that later. This is heirloom einkorn flour. These are potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, they're Yukon Gold potatoes, which is exactly what Chef Neil used in his.
Yeah.
And then to thicken our gravy, we're using mousse basquiat. Get that smell? So this is a Basque-style duck liver pate that we're going to thicken our gravy with. And then we got our Normandy-style cultured butter. And then this is a very special product. This is Neil's favorite cheese in the world, and he said if he were to make his dream pomme aligot, this is what he'd use. Give that a big ol' whiff.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this has been stanking up our fridge.
That's an insane smell.
And then for the cheese that we're grating on top of it, we have Comté, also French cheese. For our gravy, we're going to be deglazing with calvados. And then we need to do something with the corn. So I was thinking we lacto-ferment the corn in hibiscus. I'm going to get a little fancy with chicken. And chickens can only get so fancy because they're incredibly stupid, simple birds.
Put like a top hat on it. We could have. Yeah.
So instead, I got 6 Scottish wild grouse.
Okay.
And you have to pronounce it grouse.
Grouse.
6 Scottish wild grouse.
Grouse.
So first step, it's going to be butchering down these grouse.
Great.
Let's get to it. Michael.
Yeah.
that was straight to Arnold. Michael, we have to butcher the grouse. Anyways, we have to butcher the grouse. Alright, I'm going to try and slice along this breastbone right here. Take this little baby leg off there. Get your thumbs inside. And you can just kind of crack it off.
Oh,
And that, there are definitely still some feathers in here.
That was like a Gollum move. You're like a surgeon, bro.
You're like a surgeon. I've seen you work on like tiny little props, you know, and you're very intricate. Do you have like a tiny little knife that you can help me butcher this tiny little bird with?
Yeah. Where do you want to
just try and follow the ridge along there? Have you ever used your Art Exacto knife on a tiny Scottish game bird before?
No, but I have used it on birds.
The darker the flesh on the bird generally means that it had more activity in its life. And so since this is a wild game bird, then you're actually going to get the super dark red flesh and tons of blood running through it.
This is the wrong knife for the job, man.
Maybe I should go back to the... You want to try that?
If you trust me with this figure out.
Trust you, yeah. Just pull back the meat and then kind of gently run the blade through there. Alright, so we have our beautiful breast pieces here that we're going to turn to the popcorn chicken on top of the famous bowl. And then we're saving all these bodies that we're going to sear off in the pan. And then that's going to be the base for our grouse gravy. Great grouse gravy. What's the fanciest corn you've ever had?
I had one in college that looked like kind of like a curly mustache.
That's really fancy.
Yeah.
That's super fancy. So can you take the hibiscus flowers and dump it in that? You're essentially going to make a hibiscus flower tea. All at once. Wow. We're making a dish that's actually called sour corn. It's based off this Appalachian dish. It's based like sauerkraut with corn.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited about it. So the way we're lacto-fermenting this, right, that means essentially pickling in a natural way. You're fermenting it. So we're just going to layer salt and corn in there.
So the layering thing is just to kind of spread the wealth, right?
Just to spread the wealth. And then we're going to do a little cocktail shake. Okay, so we got the salt all working with the corn there. You got your beautiful hibiscus tea. I want to add a little bit of habanero to this.
Okay.
Show how awesome of a color that is. Super, super
bright. It's really
purple.
nice. It's really nice.
It should stain the corn really well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could use this as a dye for
Trevor, strainer me. Oh, no. That was awesome.
That was amazing. So this is going in there.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I hold it? I'm left-handed. I don't want to dump that.
Are you left-handed too?
Shrink? Yeah.
We have too many lefties in the office. Yeah, that's good. No, don't get any of it in there. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Here,
pour all of it in there.
I see what you did. I see what you did. You want to just hold the funnel.
That's great. Yeah. Here, I'll hold this.
Okay, here we go.
I'll hold your hand.
With bravery.
Just dump it all in there. Great. So now you're just gonna
Red rum.
So we're just gonna go ahead and let this sit on a shelf for at least a week.
Great.
Like we gotta start building our gravy.
Agreed.
Yeah, it'd be stupid to fry the chicken before we build our gravy.
I know. I thought you say build the gravy.
We're gonna go ahead and get a lot of butter into our hot pan. We're just gonna start chopping up those carrots into about 1.5 inch chunks.
Okay.
So we're gonna take our grouse bodies. We're actually gonna start browning them in the butter. We want to get a little bit of burn on that butter, so I want that nice nutty flavor. It's gonna be a little sweeter palate of a gravy than we would have gotten from something like KFC. Good old liberal salting.
Liberal salting.
Liberal salting. It's a phrase I use so much. I realize people don't know what it means. Just make it snow on it. You make it rain. Like Ludacris at anything. I feel like he does that everywhere.
Yeah. I saw him one time in a bathroom and he was just at the urinal just making it rain.
Weird. You're also gonna take 2 celery stalks, dice those up, and then the onion, cut it into quarters.
Are we ever gonna be chopping broccoli?
What's it a reference to?
Look it up, everybody.
We're creating what's called a fond on the bottom of the pan.
I'm fond of that.
So I'm fond of you. I'm fond of the relationship that we cultivated over the years of working together.
Years.
It's like a year.
It's almost 2 years.
That's multiple years.
Look at this.
Grass!
That was like Mrs. Doubtfire.
If you had a chance to change your fate, would you?
Help is on the way!
Hello! My grandma sounds exactly like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
So meat, anytime you brown it, it's gonna leave little like goodies at the bottom of the pan. You see it's creating there? And then we're gonna add something that is gonna deglaze it. So that means it's gonna pick up all that fond. We're gonna use the calvados for that. So we're putting our ham in there. We're gonna get a little bit of that ham fat actually deglazing.
Okay.
And that's just gonna make everything taste like ham. So now we're gonna get our aromatics in there.
I love cooking with you, man.
I do too.
So
This is-
fun.
Toss all those in.
Think I can get them all in at once?
That's not bad.
Thank you.
We're gonna put in our thyme.
Okay.
Take time.
Every now and then.
You can't sing any songs because
Oh, yeah, we have to cut it out, yeah.
It sucks. So we got our vegetables in there. We got our ham.
Yeah.
Just get a wok. It's nice, right?
Yeah. Trevor caught it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, that little bit of appliness.
That's real alcohol.
Ooh!
I thought you guys
nice.
need like picture alcohol.
No, you get some nice caramelliness on it.
So Danny DeVito is always drunk.
He is always drunk. Then we're gonna go add our grouse bodies back in the stock. So now we got our grouse, and now we're gonna fill this pot all the way to the top with water, and we're gonna let it simmer for 6 hours.
Okay, what do you want to do during that time?
Go watch the movie Stick It with Jeff Bridges.
Love that movie.
It's a good movie.
That was not. What the hell are we doing?
Top Gun, baby, that's what they do in Top Gun.
No, they listen to Hanging with the Boys and they do a cool high five. Let's do it.
Woo! We have the stock that we've been boiling for 6 hours. You wanna give it a taste?
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Right? It's such incredible deep flavor in that.
Yeah, there is.
So now we just need to thicken it up.
Oh,
So we're
man.
gonna take that Normandy butter. We're adding flour to our melted butter in here. That's gonna create what's called a roux, which is gonna
Yeah.
thicken that
I'm
gravy.
familiar. He hung out with Winnie the Pooh all the time. Tigger and all those guys.
Yeah,
Roux.
the whole crew. Christopher Walken. He's the.
Hey, it's
You're
Roux.
a bear with no pants.
Yeah, Christopher Walken's good.
I've never done that before.
I liked it.
So we're gonna cook this down until it's a little bit brown, and then we're gonna add the stock to it, and then that's gonna thicken it, and then we're gonna thicken it even more with what is this?
Moose brown.
Yeah.
It's like moose brown pata. What is it?
It's moose brawn pata. Yeah. Take the moose brawn pata, and we're gonna put it in here. So we're gonna go ahead and add the stock to the roux, and you're gonna see it thicken up immediately.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, it's getting nice and
Ooh.
pasty.
Do we have any biscuit wheels? Because we're going to Gravy Town.
Are you making a car with biscuit wheels? Mike, do you think it'll work?
Yeah, actually, I think we stand a better chance of doing that than the cheese wheels.
So we need one last thing. We need to emulsify some of this pate in there. I'm going to thin it out with a little bit more stock. Do you got any cool art tool or prop that we can use to emulsify that in there?
Yeah, let me just go down to the basement. I'll get it.
We're pretty experienced minds. Wait, check this out.
Here it is.
No, wait, check. I'm milking a cow.
Oh, crap. Check it out. I'm moonwalking.
I'm going to pop a bunch of the pate in there.
Careful, everybody stand back.
Do it. Just whisk
Do you want
fast, man.
Josh, do you want to taste the
And lick the whisk?
Yeah.
Ooh, holy crap. Oh my god, Mike.
You want to stir for real?
Get in there with your tasting spoon.
That's how I taste everything.
Alright, so we're getting this melting. We just need the butter for potatoes. So start taking those potatoes and put it through our ricer.
Okay.
Chef Neil used a food mill, but we're using potato ricer, which is pretty much the same thing. Dude, Chef Neil is super legit.
Yeah.
That guy comes from like a crazy Michelin star pedigree, and it's crazy that he took time out of his day to teach
I know,
us
that's kind of what I mean.
Like, look how crazy this cheese is. So it's super oozy, but like touch it and feel the temperature of it.
Like, after you get rid of the visual, it's tasty.
Sorry. Can I get your
Why are you using your hand?
Explode on your face and just get that right in there. And you're gonna go ahead and take your
slippery.
potatoes.
Wait.
And you're just gonna put the potatoes right into that melted butter and milk.
Is there still cheese on my face?
Right now, this is already just gonna be a delicious mashed potato, but we're not making delicious mashed potatoes, Mike. What are we making?
We're broken.
This is my natural posture.
Pompadour Squire.
Pump Ollie, go! And so we're gonna take a lot of this epoisse and get it right in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Great.
I Mike. We need more stretchy cheese.
Okay, wait, that's this one, right?
It's nice and delicate, like. There it is. Yeah, go high. It's looking good, though.
It's starting to look, it's got that drippy doo-wop that he's talking about. Oh, drippy doo-wop. This can clean up things, look. It's like a Swiffer.
I feel like in a past life, you were like someone who thought of themselves as like Thomas Edison's rival. Except you just made like the most pointless inventions possible.
Oh man, that was such a compliment. That was like the most like backhanded compliment.
It's a toilet that can make a sonogram.
You know what you remind me of? Like a wannabe Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Who, like, came up with stupid ideas.
We're almost getting there.
Yeah, we are.
I think we may need just a lot more cheese.
Homeboy put a lot of cheese in it.
Yeah.
This is looking really good.
It's getting there. We're almost all the way melted through. I think what we have to do is just walk away from it. You know what we can do? Mike, come back here. We're doing it until we get it right. One more time. So I'm shifting left.
What I'm doing, I know I'm doing it right. I feel like part of what you've done is wrong.
So we're going in.
Yep.
It was a double kick. Top Gun.
I don't know this part.
And then, Mike, get back here and kiss me again.
Okay. Yeah!
So we need to make our secret urban spice blend. It's all going to start with a base of salt. That's going to carry everything through.
Yeah, you told me that.
Salt is the baseline from which all flavor harmonies are written. So you're going to go ahead and take a little dash of each of these.
Little dash was my rap name.
We have 11 herbs and spices there, but what's this behind your ear?
What? Is that
nothing, you idiot? But I had turmeric.
I'm 12. Yeah, I could tell. I felt your hand on the front of my apron.
That's good. Yeah. White pepper. I like it.
My nickname in high school.
Oh, cardamom. Cardamom is not in KFC, definitely. No one has decoded the KFC secret urban spice mix, but I can tell you that cardamom is definitely not in there, but it's going to add like this little kind of floral verdancy to it. Whoa, that's a new word. I don't think that exists. So we got white pepper, we got coriander, we got black pepper.
Yeah, the black pepper I recognize.
We got marjoram. Marjoram is actually a really fantastic dried herb to go with poultry.
Yeah.
We got some smoked paprika going in there.
Okay.
Onion powder. That's great. That adds just like a little savory note to literally everything. Turmeric doesn't have a super intense flavor palette by itself, especially when it's dried. It's going to add a lot of great golden color to this deeply red and shocking looking bird.
Yeah, it looks like the heart that dude pulls out of the guy's chest in Indiana Jones.
Kalima Shakti Day. That's the only Indiana Jones that I've seen. So this is rosemary going in there. Then we have dried thyme. Those are the herbs from the herbs and spices. Mike, this is genuinely beautiful.
Thank you. You asked me to do it.
Whoa!
My first reaction was to freak out, but then I just wanted to act like you do that stuff all the time, so I backed off. I'm like just act like you've been.
You'd be such a good wingman.
We should go on a double date.
We should go on a double date.
Okay.
I feel like we talked about it at the Christmas party. We never did.
Well, we talked about a lot of things at the Christmas party that we never did.
Mike, this is a heck of an urban spice blend. So we're going to take this. It's very salt heavy.
Man.
We're going to dust that all over our gross. We're seasoning literally every part of this because an under-seasoned ingredient and an over-seasoned ingredient doesn't equal a seasoned dish. Perfectly seasoned all around.
So it makes... Really? I want to soak this up. So you would always do this?
I would always season literally every part of my dish.
Huh.
Just in case.
Yeah.
We're going to go wet hand, dry hand. I'm wet hand, you're dry hand.
Just like
college? Is that what you're going to say? Because I was going to say that. Okay, so we have buttermilk here, and then we have our flour here. What we're actually going to do is take a little bit of that buttermilk, and we're going to pour it into the flour. So what this is going to do is it's going to make the chicken extra craggy. So we're going to take all of it? Yeah, dude, let's do all of it.
Save one. Yeah.
We'll save one. We're doing a double dredging here. We're just going to toss it in our flour.
Wet hand, dry hand. Am I wet hand?
Your wet hand. Don't do what you did with the potatoes. I don't want to get raw grouse in
I
there.
was told to do that.
By whom?
Ben Eck.
Ben Eck lives inside your head. The director of this whole thing, Ben, lives inside your head.
Yeah.
That's what you manifest.
Hey,
okay.
I know this is a diatribe, but I used to live next door to a girl who had a restraining order on the singer from Incubus because she believed he had a telephone directly into her brain. Look it up on the internet. Look it up on the internet. I used to live next door to her.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our floured grouse pieces and we're going to put them right in buttermilk. Give it a nice little gentle toss and massage with your hands. And then just toss it back in here.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like try and shuffle it through your fingers. Give it the old finger shuffle.
Okay.
Just like in Top Gun. They're all just tossing the flour. This is our beautiful heirloom einkorn flour.
Finkel and einkorn.
Einkorn is Finkel. Finkel is einkorn. Alright, so we have our grouse nice and breaded. Should be perfectly seasoned all throughout. And then we're just going to start dropping it into the fryer.
So you went dry, wet, dry, in. Dry, wet, dry, in. BA, select, start.
Dry, wet, dry in. That's called a double dredge.
You could be in a sequel to Judge Dredd called Judge Dredge, where it's like cooking and that's how you stop Wesley Snipes.
I can stop Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. Did somebody write that idea down? Guys? Did you write my idea down for the sequel to Judge Dredd called Judge Dredge? Do you know how long you want to fry it for? Are you looking for the outside to be a certain color? How do you know?
Oh yeah. Alright, this is about another 90 seconds. I'm going to fry the back, and then we're going to get to building our
Fill the big boy. Oh, LeBron James / Top Gun.
Ah, one more time.
Forgot the kiss.
Golly. That's a lot of petrados.
This is a lot of petrados right in here. And now we're just gonna start throwing chicken on top. Mike, start throwing chicken on there.
Okay. A big part of our directing, intention.
This is our Mount Kilimanjaro of chicken. How's the fermented purple corn?
That tastes really good. I wasn't sure I was going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big pepper person, but I also trust you with everything inside me, you know?
Eat this flour. Eat the flour, Mike. You trust me.
I don't want to eat it.
Put it in your mouth.
Do I have to?
Yeah, put it in there. Get that gravy poured right all over. Oh, yes. I kind of want to drip some down the glass.
You should have done
There we
that
go.
first. We could have, like, drizzled it inside. Like one of these. The purple corn's a nice color.
That's what I want, a nice little color pop, because you're an art guy. I'm an artsy guy.
You're a very artsy guy.
Do you want to grate the Comté cheese over the top?
Yes. If you do it from up higher, it'll land with more intention. Like I told you, it's all intention.
Stop!
I want to eat it with you now, man.
Do we?
Yeah.
I want to eat this with you more than anything in the world. But
Yeah.
first, to remember, old time's sake.
Yeah, old time's sake is right.
Go away.
Of the old?
Yeah, we need to do this to remind ourselves of how delicious and fancy our new is.
That's screwed up, man. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
We know what it tastes like. And we're breaking out the fancy
Amazing.
pewter sporks. Oh, we're still getting
That
the cheese
is. That's like the perfect bite.
Like, you remember that scene in Top Gun where they feed each other?
Yeah.
Whoa! Michael, I hit you with such a pop.
The grouse is so good.
The grouse is so good.
It's like a mélange à trois of flavor.
This is exactly a mélange à trois flavor.
But how much did this bad boy set us back?
Well, it only set us back $308.72. So it's not that expensive, is the best part.
We could get 1,000 KFC famous bowls, though, is all I'm saying.
Well, why would you when you got the perfect one right here?
That's true. Bottoms up.
Oh.
You look like a drunk little kid who, like, wandered into the wedding reception when everyone's just blasted.
Oh, Mike, this is incredible. Thank you so much for cooking here with me as I just finger another nugget of grouse. Finger a nugget of grouse. Grouse! Thank you so much for being here with me. And thank you guys so much for watching. We got another episode of Fancy Fast Food coming up next Tuesday. We got more recipes coming. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you next week. Oh, good God. I'm a joke.
Goes down smooth.
Get as messy as you want in your kitchen when you have the Mythical Kitchen Towel. Available now at mythical.com. Oh, that's dirty. Whoa. You're a dirty girl. Hey, man. What'd you get, man? How'd you get in my car? Oh, well, we started in here. Alright, so this is Pizza Hut Stuffed Crust Pizza. This is what we're gonna make fancy. Look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, why is it called stuffed crust?
So they stuffed the crust with cheese, giving you an incentive to eat the crust, because a lot of people throw the crust away.
So do I bite it first?
Yeah, you gotta go from the back.
Okay, so right off the bat, tastes a lot like the cheese on the pizza.
It is the cheese on the pizza.
But slow down, because it's in the pizza.
Also in the pizza. But now you gotta grab, well, it's still in your mouth, you gotta grab another bite.
Bro. So Josh, this isn't fast food. You went and ordered it, you didn't drive through.
We're eating a pizza in my car that each of us are paying like less than $7 for. And it's gonna make us feel like total garbage afterwards. To me, that's fast food.
To me, that's food.
I thought you were
That's all food.
Alright, so we gotta figure out a way to make this fancy. We need cheese.
I'm looking at this right now. The one thing that I can see, because of my color blindness, is the cheese.
You're actually colorblind?
Very.
You're in the art department.
Don't tell anyone that.
So we're gonna go to Di Stefano Premium Italian Cheeses out of Cremona. Cows are local, milk is local, best product around. We're gonna go learn how to make some cheese. Throw that on our pie.
I want the best cheese, and I want good cheese, and I want it to be the best cheese.
The best. No songs.
No songs. Demonetized.
Hi, Mimo. Nice to meet you.
Lucas.
Nice to meet you.
We've heard you have the best cheese, and we need the best cheese possible to make the fanciest Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza possible. What makes your cheese the best cheese?
Well, number one, we are local. Basically, we produce every day fresh, and our milk is right here, 15 minutes away. The cows, they got milk last night, and we get the milk right over here. You cannot get fresher than that. And then, with more than 40 years of experience making fresh mozzarella.
40 years of experience, that's incredible. So how old were you when you started making cheese?
I was 12 years old when I started making cheese.
When I was 12, I worked at a liquor store.
Whoa, that's danger.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I was. You were with alcohol, I was with milk. See that?
Yeah. And now I'm like this, and you're like this.
Yeah.
we have two ways. We can go imported from Italy. That might be fancier and more expensive, but I kind of like going with the local product. Because you're imported from Italy, and I think that's the important part.
Exactly. When you say made in Italy, there it is. I'm made in Italy.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, and then when you talk about fresh products, fresh mozzarella, you want it as fresh as you can get. You really want to get a product that's been traveling on an airplane, left on the pallet on the airport. Yeah. My personal opinion is this is California. To me, I will prefer to use as much local product as possible because we got good product.
All right, so I see a lot of people, they're stretching, they're pulling. Yep. Can we get our hands on that?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go for a walk. I'll give you a tour and let you make some cheese. I can put you to work today.
Let's do it.
So right here, after it's stretched, mozzarella comes from the word mozzare. Mozzare means break apart.
Oh, nice. Mozzare, so you take it like that?
No. From the bottom.
Ah,
we can do some more of that.
I'll get better. I'm a quick learner.
Like that, Josh. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. You're from New York, you know.
This is freaking delicious, though.
Yeah, this is
really incredible.
When I was growing up, right? So this is how we used to do it. The old cheese makers, they used to do it like this. Watch.
Whoa! What?
And you put cream in there.
Put right in there.
Now imagine all the cheese makers. I was a little kid. Yeah. All the cheese makers, they were smoking. Listen, that's why they say it doesn't taste the same anymore. Right. They say it was better back then. So you want to make some cheese by hand?
Yes, I do.
Forever. Okay, so the other way to do it is like this.
Oh, that's dirty. Whoa. You're a dirty girl. Yeah.
You want to fry?
Yes.
Go. Yeah. Folding it.
It's really hot. You didn't say that was hot. We're like twins right now. I'm knocking it out of the park. Okay, I got that.
No.
No?
Look, you make the perfect ball. Then you turn it. Stick your thumb in there. You make a pocket. Then you put cream in it. Push it in.
All right, I got it. Let me try it again.
Rip it. Now turn it.
Now pop it.
Thumb in. Making the cup. Let's get the cream in. Cream in. This is really hot, you guys.
Ah, bellissimo.
Ow! Maronna. Perfect Italian burrata.
How do you feel about Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
That's great.
What type of cheese would you recommend stuffing in the crust?
Ricotta.
Ricotta?
Yeah.
Ricotta in the crust, and then fresh burrata on top?
Yeah. That's for later?
Yeah.
Get out of here?
That's for later. Let's go.
Okay, so we're making this fancy stuffed crust pizza, and we're doing the Supreme, right? That's what we ate in my car. That's what we know and love.
I remember.
So this is some wild boar. This is just shaved straight off of the leg, so we're going to grind that up into some Italian sausage. You ever made sausage before?
No, that's a boar?
Yeah, that was a boar. I caught it myself.
Want to see that video?
That is 2-year raw milk Parmesan. We also need pepperoni. So we got this Wagyu beef pepperoni right there.
Wagyu beef?
Wagyu. It's the Japanese word for cow.
I'll probably keep calling it Wagyu.
Yeah, keep calling it Wagyu. Sure. And then, of course, we have our Di Stefano mozzarella. We hung out with Mimo. And then we need some olives. We have Castelvetranos. These are my favorite imported from Italy. Also imported from Italy, we got these Calabrian chili peppers. It's going to give us a nice spice to our sausage.
Mimo would hate to hear you say imported from Italy.
But he was imported from Italy.
Yeah, which was ironic.
Then we got some truffle salt. Truffle is real nice and fancy. Kind of smells like death a little bit, but in a good way.
Pigs find them.
So this is Antimo Caputo Tipo Doble Zero. That means it's a very fine ground. Going to be a lot of gluten to be extracted from that. Then for our tomato sauce, we're going to be using some of this beautiful Barolo. And then we have as olive oil imported from Tuscany. Again, Mimo would hate it. I hope he doesn't watch this. A pièce de résistance, which means
a piece of something cool.
That is right. We have these beautiful truffles. We have a black winter truffle, and then we have this white Alba truffle that's going to be shaved fresh over top, and then we're going to infuse some olive oil with it.
That's what a truffle looks like.
That's what truffle looks like.
It's going to take me a while to get over.
You ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Cool.
All right, we need to get our truffle infused into this olive oil.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Whole bottle, pour it into that.
Whole one?
Yeah, most of it. I'm just going to start shaving this truffle
into the truffle.
Into the oil. So that's going to infuse all that oil with nice truffle. Wait, put out your hand. Eat some of that.
That tastes a lot like a mushroom.
Yeah, so it is kind of a mushroom, right? Keep your finger in there, and when you think it's 140 degrees,
Okay. Oh, it's getting hot. I don't want to touch this anymore.
Alright, so we got yeast. Yeast is a living organism.
Hello?
This is our pets. They can't hear you.
Does it feel fear?
Does yeast feel fear?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Could we make that into a t-shirt?
Then we're just gonna go ahead and dissolve the yeast in sugar.
If I was the yeast, I would not like this part. Except I know that they like sugar, so I would be like, I'm not into this, and then oh, is that sugar? And I'd kind of get hyped.
And then Lucas, just kind of put your fingers in and jimmy it.
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's great.
No, you want me to?
Yeah, try
Okay.
it. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's for fun.
My mom
You
always
put a
said
little
I
bit
could
of salt in
always
it?
say no if I didn't want to do something.
She seems like a nice lady. Does that meet her?
She's not that nice.
And then I'm just gonna go ahead. So this oil got back to 140, and now we're just gonna go ahead.
Are you
and
gonna
put
pour it
this.
out of my hands?
Yeah, just Jimmy. Okay, we're good.
If I eat this, like what level of salmonella am I gonna get?
Try it.
Level 2.
Great. And now we're just gonna put this in here with the dough hook attachment, and then that's gonna knead it for us, unless you want to knead it yourself.
No, I don't need it yet. We're gonna put it in.
No, do you want to? Kneading is a cooking action. All right. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and knead this for about 5 minutes. So what that's gonna do is it's actually gonna extend the gluten networks. You keep eating the dough. You said you don't like it. You keep eating the dough. Which makes me confused.
I heard that you can't eat
And then
dough
we're
like
just gonna
this.
go ahead and we're gonna put a little bit of this truffle oil right
Too
in
much.
there. There we go.
That's great.
Now it's gonna lube up the dough, and then we're gonna put that in a bowl. What are you looking at?
Looks different in here.
Oh, it's a whole new kitchen. We used to be in a kitchen over there. You ready to move on, buddy?
To what?
Okay. Back to you guys. Okay, well, you're going to go ahead and open this bottle of wine. I got a wine bottle opener. Don't smash it. I'm going to go ahead and add a large sprig of oregano to a pot and a couple leaves of basil.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take that wine and we're going to reduce it. And
What's that mean?
So you're going to go ahead and pour wine into a pot, and as it boils away, the water escapes through steam.
But it's wine.
There's water in wine.
I don't think so, Josh.
There you go. All right, let's take a little sippy. How's it?
Bad.
Oh God, that is a really good bottle.
Really?
Oh, that is lovely.
The bottle's nice, but the wine was bad.
Okay. You can have the bottle. I'll take the
I
wine.
love the bottle.
You're gonna go ahead. You have your own. You brought a knife to a knife fight, I guess. So you're just gonna run it in, and you're gonna rotate the tomato. Stop. We need those tomatoes.
I got it out.
You ruined it for the sake.
No, it's just
Just
the core.
watch what I do.
That's what the core's at.
Just you know what we need someone to do? We need someone to look at the wine.
Somebody look at the
No, I
wine.
need you to just go ahead and stare at the wine and make sure it's not burning. So Takonka a tomato is basically you get the skin and the seeds out because the seeds are hard to digest and the skin can be a little bit bitter. Do you think you can do one? Because this is ruined now.
For what?
Well, we have to for the conchas for the
I
sauce.
can eat that. It's fine.
Eat the tomato.
I can make a
Eat the
caprese in my
tomato.
stomach. There's so much mozzarella in me. This is like a.
Go,
You know when you like make cereal in your mouth?
Yeah, make a caprese in your mouth. You get a little
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
A little seasoning in there. I'm laughing too hard. I'm gonna spill it.
There's a lot of people in here. You think they want any caprese?
Yeah, can make them a caprese in their mouth. We have these tomatoes. They're cored and they're scored, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna put those in there, and we're gonna wait about 10 seconds until you see the skin start to peel off. Then we're gonna shock them in the ice bath. So these, look, you can actually see the skin peeling back. That's why we do this. So check this out. So watch. Look, the skin, it just peels. Wow, isn't that incredible?
That's
Look at
great.
the magic of cooking.
That's
Lucas.
really cool.
Look how cool that is. Not only that, now you can take it and you can slice it into quarters. And then look, you just take the core right out.
There you go.
And then now you have, what? There it is.
Got it.
There it is.
Are we making something?
Yeah, we're making sauce. You know pizza sometimes has sauce on it?
I'm more of a lasagna
You
guy.
told me that pizza is your favorite food.
Really?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like me.
So now we're going to heat this pan up, right? We got our wine reducing. It's infusing with all these beautiful flavors of oregano.
It doesn't look
basil.
any different than it was before.
Wow, Lucas.
It's not
what a beautiful
reducing.
gift. It's reducing.
Is that like when my dad reduces me during the Christmas break?
What?
What are you doing with your career? Making props isn't something that can get money. And Dad, stop yelling at me. And he throws a tomato at me.
I don't know.
I
if
can't
you're-
get the skin off.
I'm worried about your relationship with your parents.
fine.
Is it fine? It doesn't
They're-
sound, you wouldn't
They're
be
okay.
talking about it if it wasn't.
They're gonna watch this and be
fine.
pissed.
Well, now I'm worried that I'm adding to this.
Vicky and Kevin. What the hell? Hey,
Alright.
the wine is burning.
I'm just gonna put some of that truffle oil in there. Wow, look, it smells.
You literally don't know what you're doing. You're like, I'm just gonna put some truffle oil
Here,
in.
now we're gonna take all the tomatoes.
Imagine if I did my
Put
job
those
like
in
this.
the oil.
Whoa, what is that?
Which
Is
one?
that a tiny little hatchet knife?
Yeah.
All right, Bill the Butcher from that movie.
Is that Gangs of New York?
Pretty certain it's not Gangs of New York.
I think it is, right? It's Gangs of New York?
No, I'm 100%
Ben says it's
certain
Gangs of
it-
New York.
Bill-
I drink your milkshake. He says that in Gangs of New York.
No, he says that in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Do you know that dragons are real?
What?
You know dinosaurs were real? And I'm gonna flip in a little fact here. There's a dinosaur called the Dreadnoughtus. It was 50 to 80 tons. A Boeing 737 is 30. I know a lot of stuff. You want to talk about octopuses?
Yes, I do. Cool.
They're rad, man.
If anyone cares anymore, we're adding tomatoes and garlic to the truffle oil in the pot.
Are we still making a pizza?
We're still making a pizza.
Cool.
Yeah, it's slower than normal. And we're gonna take a potato masher.
Oh, I get to do this part.
But now it's a tomato masher.
do this.
Okay, so we're keeping the tomatoes whole, and then we're just using the potato masher to like really kind of break them up. So you're gonna get the juices nice and caramelizing. And so I'm just gonna come around here. I'm just gonna pour a bunch of wine into this. All right, so this sauce is just gonna go ahead and reduce for about 10 to 15 more minutes. It's really gonna tighten up. We're gonna mount it with butter, and then that should be good to go on our pizza. All right, great. So we're gonna go ahead and make our sausage. Cool. So we're doing 2 meats in here. We got a prime bone-in ribeye. Awesome. We're gonna get a lot of great fat off that, and then we're using wild boar. It's a little bit leaner.
I love the boar part of it.
So on the Supreme Stuffed Crust Pizza, they don't even call it sausage anymore. They just call it seasoned pork and beef.
Love it.
Okay, so we gotta get this cubed up. I'm just gonna grab a knife off the wall because I like doing
I'm
this
gonna
now.
grab one too. I'm still deciding. You do your...
Okay, so I'm gonna start by taking the bone off this ribeye.
I like this one because it says a famous chef's name on it.
What chef?
Amiral Lagruti.
Are you thinking of famous chef Emeril Lagasse?
I saw him one time. He bammed me in the face.
What?
Why can't we just put this in it? And just kind of...
Well, there's a couple reasons. So you see, this big meat can't fit into that small hole.
Now, slow down, Josh.
This big meat can't fit in this small hole.
Okay.
So there's another reason, actually. So what we're doing with this process, we're going to take the meats and we're going to cover them in salt, and then we're going to put them in the freezer. There's a protein called myosin in meat that when it's extra cold and you put a lot of force in the meat through grinding and then kind of whipping it, it stretches out the proteins and gives it that signature snap.
Is a boar a pig?
A boar is a wild pig. It's like a pig that like goes to Fort Lauderdale on spring break.
What's a wild cow?
I don't know that we have a word for that.
Stumped you.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dust all this with a lot of salt. Okay, that's actually truffle salt, so we're gonna infuse some of that more truffle aroma in there. But okay, go ahead and just pop it right in the freezer over there. That way.
Okay.
All right.
Josh, what do you
You're
say?
doing great, buddy. Just pop it in the freezer.
Which one's the freezer?
He keeps talking about dinosaurs. I don't know how they.
Did you want to talk more about the dinosaurs?
Yeah. What's the most interesting dinosaur fact you know, buddy?
A Triceratops has 3 tops.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't care. So I'm gonna turn on the grinder. You're gonna put the meat into here, and then I'm gonna shove it through, and it's gonna grind into there. You ready?
I'm just really happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here too.
Sometimes I can be hard to work with, but it's just because I'm generally nervous and I like to be around people.
I get that. Sometimes I mask my emotions with sarcasm.
Sometimes I put my fingers into my eyes.
That's a Slipknot lyric.
I don't think so, Chuck.
No, that's definitely a Slipknot song. I listened to Slipknot in the car this morning. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to put in our fennel seed. That's really signature for Italian sausage.
Hey, let me put
That's black pepper.
I'm going to put the black pepper in. It's really important for our sausage.
Yeah, do you want, here, keep going. You just do all
I'm going to put the red pepper in. It's really important for our
paprika,
sausage.
which is the Hungarian word for pepper.
I'm going to put this white pepper in there.
That's garlic,
Real
which is
important for our
garlic
sausage.
is a very common ingredient. And then you didn't put the other things in there.
The red pepper.
That is a Calabrian chilies.
So it is a pepper.
It is a pepper. You're right. I just, I want to be accurate. All right, and then you're going to go in there and smash it with your hands, then we have to put that in the stand mixer.
What?
What were you thinking about when I was talking to you that made you not listen?
Dinosaurs.
All right, Lucas, get your hands in there and mash it up.
Cool.
Really give it to it hard. Really like massage in there. Like, you ever got a deep tissue massage?
Did we name the boar?
No, we didn't name the boar. I got it from just like a man who sells boar.
What did he name it?
Alfredo.
Alfredo the boar?
Alfredo the boar. What's his name?
It's ridiculous.
What's an appropriate name for a boar to you?
Barry.
Barry the boar. Oh, because it's alliterative.
No.
Okay, so now we're putting ice in there. Why are we doing that?
Name?
Vanilla is the ice's name.
That was the
so we're gonna put
correct
some
name.
ice chips in there. That's gonna keep everything cold. You're actually gonna emulsify a little bit of water into the fat. When we turn this on, we're gonna whip it on high.
Whoa! Can you imagine if you were in there?
That'd be a nightmare.
That would
Sometimes I have these dreams where I am the actual food being created and I'm being butchered and eaten by a chef.
I have a lot of dreams about dinosaurs.
Now you see how it's like different kind of sticking together. You see those strands that have formed in the meat?
What are those?
That's our sausage. You're gonna get some Pam on your hands, and
could have said that before you got the pan.
And then you're gonna roll these into like very tiny balls.
Really?
Yeah, little bitty baby.
This is where my fake degree really comes into handy.
Little bitty baby berry balls.
I know all about balls. So, what gives sausages their kind of distinctive snap?
I don't want to do this. I'm not playing your games anymore.
Okay, now the tone of the show is really gonna change. My balls are much bigger than your balls.
Smaller balls. Small balls.
Okay. Nicole, can I eat this raw?
No,
Can I wipe my hands covered in raw meat on the new mythical kitchen towel?
absolutely not.
What are you doing?
Making a man.
Those are gonna go ahead and bake off for about. Those are gonna go ahead and. I'm right here. Those are gonna go ahead and bake off for about 10 minutes at 500 degrees, and then we're gonna be good to go to keep making our pizza. Lucas is making a sculpture out of meat.
His name is Josh.
His name is Josh. Lucas, we got our truffle oil dough. Has risen. It's proof. Now we need to roll it out, and we're gonna start actually making this pizza.
Yeah.
Take the dough out. We're gonna put it here. Just gonna go ahead and stretch the dough out.
Do they do this at like pizzerias when they're making pizza?
This is exactly how they do it.
Wow. This is really how the sausage is made, you know?
We literally made sausage earlier.
That was how the sausage is made, too. I feel like I'm back in Nana's kitchen. She's hitting me with a ladle.
Idiota! Idiota! Yeah, I was there.
But my grandmother was Latvian and bitter.
Did she have different hopes for you?
No, her hope was to, like, survive World War II, and after that, she clocked out. She was good. She also liked champagne a lot, but we've talked about that.
Yeah, she seemed to take to the drink.
Wow.
What we're gonna do...
This is like a Rain Johnson film.
Ryan Johnson.
That's not how you spell Ryan. Right, Ryan?
So you're gonna take large chunks of mozzarella like this, and you're gonna place it flush against... You see the fold there? Here, I'll take half of this, you take the other half.
After visiting the factory and just kind of like seeing how they make the sausage.
Mm-hmm. At the cheese factory.
I just appreciate this a little bit more. Plus, I ate so much of it that I'm like 80% mozzarella.
I am scared of what happens when I go to the bathroom later.
I can't. Probably for a few days.
Yeah. So here, you see what's happening here? We're rolling the crust over. Lucas, for the love of God, just stop eating the cheese. You've had so much cheese today. You've had too much cheese today. It's such good cheese. I agree. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and roll this crust over. People, Lucas, you ready to start building this pizza or what?
I thought we were.
All right. So now we're gonna take our sauce.
Is that the sauce that we made earlier?
Yeah. So this has been continuing to reduce for quite a while.
With the wine, with the reduction.
Yeah.
Our old friend.
Your old friend. Are you okay? You seem to be struggling over there.
Something's happening.
What we're gonna do? We're just gonna take nice little dollops of cheese, pop that all around. You can do it if you want to.
I want to.
But no, again, don't do anything you don't want to.
Some more cheese.
Little dollops of cheese in there.
I don't think I've had enough cheese today.
I think you should keep eating the cheese.
One for the pizza?
I think you should.
One for pizza. That's making me sick.
Give me the cheese.
No, I want it, man.
No, you don't want the cheese.
Come on, baby.
Here, you get one. You get one. Catch it in your mouth.
It's gonna be a rough next few days.
All right. So now these are some shishito peppers that have been lightly blistered.
This is really starting to look like a pizza.
I think it's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
And then we're gonna take a little bit of raw shallot.
I love shallots.
Shallots are great.
Shallots are like the, you know, if you know what you're doing, you get shallots.
I agree with that.
They're sweet.
And it packs a bigger flavor punch than using normal onions.
Huge punch.
And then we're gonna take our wagyu salami.
Oh, wagyu salami.
Wagyu salami.
Wagyu salami. Can I try one?
Yeah.
One for the pizza. One for Lucas.
And now we're gonna take some of that sausage.
One for Lucas. Those are really good.
That's really good sausage.
Did a good job.
Thank you. You think I did a good job?
I think you do a great job.
I think you do a great job.
Sometimes I put up a facade as being kind of like cranky. Generally, I appreciate you, and I like everything that you do.
No, I know. It's how you communicate your feelings. It's like,
It is, yeah. If I let anybody in, they can hurt me. Yeah, that goes. Yeah.
Keep them at arm's length. Talk about dinosaurs so they don't come inside. And now we are gonna take our truffle oil and brush the dough.
You got more cheese?
No. Lucas, look at this beautiful pizza. Are you ready to put it in the oven?
I assume that's what you gotta do next.
Yep, it sure is.
Cool.
We're gonna do it.
Do it.
We're ready to take the pizza out of the oven.
Let's finish it off.
Look at that. Lucas, she's glowing. All right, now we have to do one more last touch on this.
Wait, is it fancy?
Oh, Lucas, does this smell fancy?
I assume that's. Yeah, I don't know.
It smells like gasoline. We're gonna put this fresh shaved white Alba truffle on there.
Shave it freshly. What is this tool called again?
This is a mandolin.
No, that's an instrument.
All right, so we're gonna take these thin white truffle shavings.
Let me do it. It's fancy.
Artfully drape these across.
Artfully? Speaking my language. Boom. Wait, one for the pizza, one for my mouth.
One in your mouth?
I don't know that I like that.
I don't know that I do either.
I'm not sure that I enjoyed that. It's one of those things that they tell you that it's fancy, so you're like, I guess it is, but it kind of tastes like dirt.
For the sake of the show, we're gonna keep putting it on there.
Let's keep it on the channel, boys.
We can
We'll just keep going there.
We can pick them up if we want to. Yes.
I made a mention of not loving the taste of the other one. Now, you kind of double down on that by just getting a different kind to do it again. One for the pizza, one for Lucas.
Do you like that?
I really don't like that. Is it fancy?
Oh, it's the fanciest.
Then let's do
oh,
it.
it's the fanciest.
My
All right.
God.
Now, this is a pizza. You ready to cut into it?
That is a taste. Yeah.
Let's cut it.
That is a cheesy crust.
Sure is. This looks pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty good.
It's a spicy
Looks pretty
pizza.
good. That's a spicy. Okay, so now we gotta taste the original pizza stuffed crust.
Oh.
We're just gonna get out of here, Troubles. The pizzas look a little bit different.
They look very similar.
We got a little more color on ours, but they're all the same ingredients.
Okay.
Just ours are ramped up to 100.
So now we're gonna try this, and then we're gonna try that. I mean, yeah, just like we had earlier in the car. But we're not in a car.
It tastes better in a car.
Everything tastes better in a car.
Better in a car. I think I know what size I want.
I wanted that one, but okay.
Okay, I'll give it to you. That's a nice wet pizza pie.
There's gonna be a video of me eating this on the internet, huh?
Okay,
Oh,
look,
crust
look,
first?
look, look. Oh,
The crust! It's a sopping wet
Look at
pizza.
that, it's so wet. Oh my god, there's so much wet. We got such a good cheese pull.
Suck it down.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
That was really
That was
good.
really good. And fancy. Oh, pinky's out. That's not one of my grandma's thing. Pinky's out. I'm gonna hit that truffle sitch.
The sauce is actually really complex. Like, you get a lot of that wine.
I still don't like that.
Maybe your
I
Troubles.
don't think I'm ever gonna like
Maybe your
that.
Troubles
There
then.
you go.
Yeah.
It tastes more expensive than this. So, you know, how much did we spend on this? The price comparison must be like, what, $20?
It's a little bit more expensive than that. It's $420.17. Yeah, the truffles that you hate, they're quite expensive.
This looks like peasant food, frankly. This right here.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of
You know what I
here.
kind of like doing? I like sopping the fancy juices with my peasant pizza.
Wait, you're mixing peasant and fancy?
We're one world. Are you making a fancy, non-fancy sandwich?
It's a calzone, baby.
Which is not what we intended to do. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time.
I had a really good time.
I love working with you.
This is a great day at work. I think we should do this more.
I think we're going to continue to do it. We got new recipes coming at you at Mythical Kitchen next week, and then we're doing another episode of Fancy Fast Food on Tuesday. I'll see you next time.
Eat.
Eat.
Did you have the catchphrase that you said, or is it?
Eat. Get as messy as you want in your kitchen when you have the Mythical Kitchen Towel. Available now at mythical.com. And then we get to glaze our donuts?
Yeah!
And then we get to eat our donuts?
We have to decorate them, and then we can.
And then we get to go to Chuck E. Cheese even though we're two adults and we're not accompanying children?
Yeah!
And then they watch us real close?
Yeah.
Hey, can I get 2 Boston cream donuts?
Oh, there's like no papers.
Oh, they just shoved them in a
Yeah,
bag?
they just shoved 2 in a bag.
Well, just stick 'em in
Okay.
Alright, so this is the Boston cream donuts. This is filled with custard, topped with chocolate glaze, which to me is like the ideal donut.
Yes.
I'm gonna rip mine in half.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's satisfying, though.
Wow.
I am excited. Okay. Your tongue out the middle?
Yeah, I tongued out the middle. I always do.
So you have to make this fancy. We're gonna do it all by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Duggan, they're all automated. So you have to make this fancy. We're gonna do it all by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Duggan, they're all automated. They have machines doing it. We also have to like. Hey, can I get 2 Boston cream donuts?
Oh, there's like no papers.
Oh, they just shoved them in a
Yeah,
bag?
they just shoved 2 in a bag.
Well, just stick 'em in the bag.
Okay.
Alright, so this is the Boston cream donuts. This is filled with custard, topped with chocolate glaze, which to me is like the ideal donut.
Yes.
I'm gonna rip mine in half.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's satisfying, though.
Wow.
I am excited. Okay. Your tongue out the middle?
Yeah, I tongued out the middle. I always do.
So you have to make this fancy. We're gonna do it all by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Duggan, they're all automated. They have machines doing it. We also have to like really
lean into the artisanal donut making process.
Agreed.
I'm excited about it. Because this is the first time I've ever done this show with someone who actually knows how to cook.
I know, I'm so excited.
That's gonna be exciting. What if we step on each other's toes and it causes a fight?
I'm okay with fighting with you sometimes.
I don't like conflict. I'm afraid of it.
That's not true.
I run away from it.
That is not true. You do not run away from conflict. You face it head on, which is a very adult thing to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Therapist.
You're welcome.
Nicole, what's the most important ingredient?
Like in donut making?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, like really good flour.
False.
Like,
Knowledge. And we need to go acquire some knowledge. So we need to actually go learn the handmade donut process from someone who's been doing it like their entire life. They've devoted themselves to it.
Awesome.
We're gonna go to Donut Friend downtown.
Oh my God.
They do everything by hand. We're gonna learn from them. So we're not actually getting any ingredients and taking it back, but we're gonna go with mined ingredients, take them back, put them into our kitchen.
I'm so excited. I've never been to Donut Friend, but I've always wanted to try it, so.
I love learning new things.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I love hanging out with my friends.
I'm your friend?
Like a work friend.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about Donut Friend? What sets you guys apart from the other donut shops?
We have been around for a little over 6 years. We just had our 6th birthday, which is amazing.
Mazel tov.
Happy birthday.
I didn't get you a gift. I'm sorry.
Didn't start as a vegan company, but very easy to be vegan. So I think that and the fact that we make everything by hand, there's no machines back there. Our bakers are our machines.
Nice.
That's very
Nicole's my machine. That's her nickname, machine.
What percentage of your things are plant-based, though? Is it like 100%?
It's 100%.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Whoa.
I didn't know it was 100%.
It's 100%. Didn't start that way. It is now.
We were hoping we could get back there and learn how to make donuts by hand.
We'd love to have you back there.
Let's go.
All right,
Of course,
great.
let's go.
Let him get on it. Let him get on it.
Yeah.
No.
So am I just putting all this chocolate in
Yeah, put it all in.
Alrighty.
Scrape the whole jar.
Fine. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I love hanging out with my friends.
I'm your friend?
Like a work friend.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about Donut Friend? What sets you guys apart from the other donut shops?
We have been around for a little over 6 years. We just had our 6th birthday, which is amazing.
Mazel tov.
Happy birthday.
I didn't get you a gift. I'm sorry.
Didn't start as a vegan company, but very easy to be vegan. So I think that and the fact that we make everything by hand, there's no machines back there. Our bakers are our machines.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
Nicole's my machine. That's her nickname, machine.
What percentage of your things are plant-based, though? Is it like 100%?
It's 100%.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Whoa.
I didn't know it was 100%.
It's 100%. Didn't
Wow.
start that way. It is now.
We were hoping we could get back there and learn how to make donuts by hand.
We'd love to have you back there.
Let's go.
All right,
Of course,
great.
let's go.
So Esteban, one of our bakers, is actually making our Bismarcks right now. They're all masters. They do this amazing thing where they can like flip it.
See that?
You don't even know they're doing
That's why
it.
look at the flick of the wrist. That's incredible. Okay, do you have any tips?
Just really picking it up from one side. This side you want to flip it over.
I messed it up. Oh, it's a direct. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. I want to do it. That was not a good entry. Okay.
What are you doing, Nicole? Don't mess up the dough.
I'm testing the dough to see how it feels, okay? Hold on, last one. Nope, sorry.
But you're expecting it to come up like 3 feet?
Can't do it.
One of the most important things of a Boston cream donut is the chocolate glaze.
Agreed.
But one of the things we also add is we add a little coffee. In the past, I've added bourbon. Just things that go well with it to really highlight that chocolate flavor, because if you don't do that, chocolate can be really one note. I have a little water in the bottom. It's mainly to help the powdered sugar. We don't have time to sift 50 pounds of powdered sugar.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah.
So we got to do things to, help it along.
What if hypothetically you had an assistant named Trevor who could sift 50 pounds of sugar?
He should sift it 3 times.
Let him get on it. Let him get on it.
Yeah.
No.
So am I just putting all this chocolate in
Yep, put it all in.
Alrighty.
Scrape the whole jar.
I know, and I can't lick the still spat.
So this is some fudge, really nice and chocolatey and thick and not that sweet.
Okay. Can I just fist it?
Yep.
Alright. Fudge. My nickname in high school.
Bud Light is made smooth. Seeing your friend.
Okay, now we'll close this up. I would nudge you.
Sorry. Oh, look at that. You can see it coming together.
Yeah, you can. So now we're gonna thin it out with some water.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. I used my dirty whisk and cleaned it in the water, so I didn't lose any of that chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Efficiency.
Yes.
So just a splash?
Yeah, just add a splash so that we have a little bit of lubricant.
So at some point you can just like substitute a shot of bourbon for the water.
Yeah.
That's going in. That's what I do in my daily life too. Anytime I think about drinking a bottle of water, I just take a shot of bourbon.
I think Esteban's ready to fry some donuts.
Yeah.
If you want to watch that.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go.
Can I wash my hands?
No. So Esteban is frying our Bismarcks. They take a minute aside. So he's flipping.
Speed. Hand speed.
Oh my god.
That was quick. What's your record? Do you ever time yourself and just try and beat it?
No, I haven't.
We've tried to beat some world records before.
We have.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was the most baby food eaten in 1 minute. Esteban, don't act like you're not impressed. It's a lot of baby food. Wait, am I gonna go?
Straight in.
Alright.
Wow. Come on, Johnny, you got it. One more, last one.
I screwed up. Time.
22 seconds.
I'll take that. 22 seconds, not bad for the first try. I can shave at least 5 off by holding my breath next time.
Oh, no. Okay, and I just gently drop it. Straight down, yep, straight down. Okay, and my timer is now. No. Oh my god, okay,
35 seconds.
oh my gosh.
Boom.
I'm leaving.
Alright.
Who cooked them better?
I think you both did a really good job.
That's not a real answer.
That means we both suck.
Let's move on, shall we?
Let's do it. Is there a technical name for this donut stabbing device?
We have a donut stick. Put it in, and then I like to kind of move it back and forth to make a nice face because you want a lot of filling. I fill and then dip. And then I move this around a little bit, so I'm filling it in. I'm going to pull it, kind of shake some of it off.
Wow.
You almost have like the strongest, most agile wrists in here because it's so much. The cutting, the flipping, the dipping.
Wow.
That looked incredible. All right, can we try one? Give yourself a little bit of room.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Did it.
A little swirly swirl. Oh, I got a little nipple. There's a more pronounced nipple, and I know something about pronounced nipples.
I'm going to try it now. I'm really excited. And then kind of pick it up, do a little dance.
You're a little short.
I'm a little short.
I was a little long. You did perfectly, might I say.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this. You're very good at this.
I've never done it before.
Thank
Right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing the ropes.
My pleasure.
We had so much fun.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
So glad.
We're gonna get a dozen to go too. We have a long car ride.
Sounds good.
So we got all our ingredients to make the donuts, right? We're starting with Mary's duck eggs. These are all organically farmed. And what is a duck but a fancy chicken that went to grad school? Our cultured butter from Normandy. This is Beurre de Barat, really lovely product. We have saffron, which is more expensive than cocaine. More child-friendly reference. More expensive than pizza. And then for our cream, we have Strauss organic cream. This is a heavy whipping cream. It's going to go into our custard. We have 3 kinds of chocolate here. So we have Amity chocolate from Tuscany. We have 3 kinds. We have Porcelana. We have Chihuahua. And then we have whatever 9 in Italian is. Non.
Niet.
We have niet. Then we got some finishing salts. Salt and chocolate pair really well together. So we're going to put saffron salt. We got this Hawaiian red salt. And then cell gris or gray sea salt is going to go on top. We have Toroneria, Chocolateria, Di Barbero, Via Brofrafra. And then we have ruby chocolate. This is like the Instagram thirst trap. It is actually a naturally occurring chocolate bean. And then we got pink peppercorns. We're going to use that to spice things up. So Mariah mentioned that bourbon would go really well in the chocolate. So we're actually using a rye bourbon. That's going to be like a little bit funkier, a little bit of sour and spice notes to it.
Awesome.
And this is a 105 proof.
Okay.
Gotta light you up a little bit. And then we have our Nielsen Massey bourbon vanilla paste.
Awesome.
Let's go with that. And then we have Ugandan vanilla beans that we're actually going to scrape.
Fancy.
Right? Rose petals. This isn't just for decoration. We're going to be making a nice, beautiful rose jam.
Can you just like eat this?
Yeah, eat it. Uh-oh. Do I do that?
I'm
doing it. And then finally, we got a little bit of 24 karat gold leaf because these are fancy, delicious pastries. Yeah, I feel the poison now. It's drying my mouth out like
Yeah, it
bleach.
was instantaneous for me, but like.
Nicole, this is a first in fancy fast food history. This is the first time I haven't had a lovable doof next to me who doesn't know how to cook.
Okay.
Also, you told me that you worked in like a fancy chocolate shop before. You actually ground actual pearls into chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
This seems very much your wheelhouse. Like, you should be teaching me about some of this.
Okay, what does that mean?
This is what it means.
I'm so excited to wear this!
I like having friends in the kitchen.
I know.
Do I act like the co-host now, like what other people normally do?
Yeah, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take your mixer.
Is this sand? Can I eat it?
No, it's yeast. while I'm gonna do this, you can go ahead and crack our eggs. I'm just gonna reserve the yolks. The whites are not gonna be good.
Yes, chef!
Okay,
Call me an idiot sandwich, chef!
You're an idiot sandwich. This is bread flour that we're gonna pour.
Wait, I actually wasn't listening. We just want the whites?
I just want the yolks.
You just want the yolks, okay.
And then we're gonna add our sugar and our instant yeast, and we're gonna give that a little mix to start. How's it going?
It's going great. I got the yolk in my hand, but I put the white in the bowl, and now I don't know what to do with it. I just have it in my hand.
You can throw it in there.
Yeah?
One at a time. Great.
Okay.
I'm going to stream in my warm milk.
Why is the milk warm?
It's to activate our yeast.
Ah.
It's very important. We're doing a yeasted donut instead of like a cake donut.
I don't believe that cake donuts are real donuts.
I disagree.
Oh, no, we're fine. This is a technique. They do it in France. You just you get it on the table, and then you just go.
What did you call your co-host?
Lovable dupe.
Lovable dupe.
And today I'm the lovable dupe.
Okay. And then we're gonna add our wonderful butter in there. It's a little soft. That's okay. And then you know what you can use to clean up your mess? A mythical kitchen towel.
I'm the mess. Baby need wipey.
And now I'm gonna add some of our vanilla paste. I want it to be really, really vanilla-y.
So we're infusing vanilla into all the doughs.
Exactly, yeah. And then I'm just gonna add a spoonful of my gray salt as well.
Ooh, actually, that's really nice.
Is it yummy?
Oh my god, try it.
That's some good right
That's
there.
some good.
Let's just go ahead and scrape the sides a little bit so it doesn't
I got it.
get...
What's this? Do I drink it?
No. Josh, do you want to go ahead and oil that bowl for us?
I sure do.
Great. So go ahead and
Do you want me to use my hands to rub it in?
Sure, you can use your hands.
Yeah.
Are your hands clean? Just finish what you started.
Okay.
We're going to put our dough in there, and we're going to let it proof for about an hour or so. And I'm going to put the Mythical Kitchen Towel, available on mythical.com, over the bowl, and let it proof next to a warm place, probably next to the oven for a little bit. Okay, Joshy. I can call you Joshy now, because I'm wearing the chef's coat.
Yes, chef!
So, what
I will not disappoint you, chef!
You spit on my hand.
I will not spit on you again, chef. I'm so sorry.
So, let's go ahead and flour this surface down. This is our beautiful dough.
Oh, it feels like
nice,
the fatty part of a baby's arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone has baby fever.
Yeah.
Am I right?
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah,
I tell
our
Josh.
kids are gonna have playdates.
I tell Josh that I want to be a parent like tomorrow, and he's like, "You need to chill out. You have work to do."
Legally, I did not say that. I said we have a great parental leave policy, and Nicole, live your truth.
He tells me, "Put your head down. Go back to work. We don't have time for this baby conversation."
I said I'll be the godfather. I said I'll love the child as my own.
So with my dough, I kind of like to press with my hands instead of using a rolling pin, and the reason I do that is so I can control the thickness.
You would say you are down with the thickness.
I am down with the thickness.
Ooh, how was that, Trevor? He's my musical consultant. Very good. I need to improve.
So we're going to punch out 6 donuts out of this, and I want you to do the first one. Remember what Mariah taught us? We have to do one of those.
It's the old punch and flip.
Yeah.
There's no turning.
But you got to move your head with it, you know? Yeah. So just go ahead and punch out 6 of those.
Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, Nicole.
It's because you're not wearing your mythical shoes.
That's like my shoes and like my little Bow Wow and Jonathan Lipnicki. What's he doing these days?
Confidence. Cooking is 50% confidence.
I'm trying! I am a world record holder, almost ratified by Guinness.
Hell yeah!
We got within 3.5 seconds of shoving oranges in each other's mouths.
That one didn't work out, but that doesn't matter.
That was a bad day, frankly.
Yeah, it was.
I ate 20 oranges.
Yeah, you had to go home and poop.
God, come on, man. I'm sorry. Wait, I can grab a knife and kind of trim around. I really tried.
Just like, you know?
Oh, maybe you should just do it.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Gingerly, like a small, beautiful child. What are you going to name your first child?
Balthamos?
Balthamos is my name. She can't have Balthamos. My kid's going to name Balthamos.
So I'm going to take our other mythical kitchen towel and I'm going to rest that over there. And then for 15 minutes, this is going to proof again in the warm, nice spot.
Do I stick my hand in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to take our beautiful raised donuts. Let's wake them up. You want to wake them up?
Yeah, I want to wake them up. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Oh, they look so good.
Oh, they really do.
Some of them are a little, but you know what? I love all of my children.
You can love them all.
Yeah.
Still have a favorite.
So,
my favorite's going to be whoever's best at sports. Okay, so I technically won the competition on donut speed flipping. As a natural athlete whose dreams that were deferred will live on through his beautiful sons.
Yes.
Or daughter. Flip the other.
What does it mean to be truly great? It's following your passion to the very top and setting the standard by which all who fall will be measured. Tequila Herradura, the world's most gold medal awarded tequila.
Wow, Joshy.
These are thick boys.
Yeah.
I like me some thick boys.
That's how I like them. Josh, you are so good at frying things. These are gorgeous. You know, I don't think Mariah would like any of them, but for us, I think you did a really,
We
really
would
good
have gotten
job.
fired so long
I'm really
ago.
proud of you. You
I would
did
have
such
gotten
an awesome
fired
job.
because I don't wash my hands.
Yes, that's true. You really don't wash your hands as much as you should. I think it's like this weird like psychological thing where you think like it builds up your immune system, but you're just gross. Are you kidding me? Is that a cake donut?
It's pretty good, actually.
That's so good.
Alright, what else are we doing?
Okay.
That's for later.
Yeah. Now we're making pastry cream. Have you ever made pastry cream before?
I actually have. So we're going to cream the sugar with our eggs, and we're going to heat up our liquid, and then that pan's smoking, that's good. And then we're going to stream the hot liquid gradually into the eggs while whisking, keeping it agitated.
Cool. That was very, very good. And you didn't go to culinary school? You're kidding me.
I also didn't graduate from college.
Same. Go ahead and split that Ugandan vanilla bean because that's going to be the really, really important flavor component in this pastry cream. And then we're going to infuse saffron and rose jam in here. So I'm just going to take my organic roses. Really important. Don't get like roses from the street. Get them from a reputable source. So I'm going to take some sugar and then I'm going to zest my Meyer lemon and I'm going to massage it so it can release all of its natural perfumey oils. So I'm going to take water and sugar. I'm going to let that come to a boil. I'm not really making a jam per se. I'm making more of like a rosy syrup.
I'm making more salmonella on the counter.
I'm so proud of you.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dump our cornstarch into the sugar and eggs and get that creaming together. Can you also use that as an exfoliating mask?
Absolutely. You know, I'm a big skincare lady. I'm a big skincare bitch.
I'm just a bitch. Oh, I forgot to put the vanilla beans in. We're going to put that into there.
You can also actually put the pot in too, so it can infuse even more. Yeah, that's what I always do. That's like $20 with the vanilla, Josh.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and gradually stream this in.
Make sure you don't make scrambled eggs there,
I'm not.
Look at that. Is that a curdle I see? What is that?
Tossed salad. Alright, so we're just going to try and gradually bring the heat back up on this. So it's all infused with the milk, so the eggs aren't going to scramble. But even if they do, we're going to run it through a strainer.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
I'm cooking. We're cooking now.
Yeah.
Psych. Don't touch me. 10 seconds, chef. Call me an idiot sandwich, chef.
You're an idiot sandwich.
Berate me like that guy on Fox TV does.
Yeah, Josh, it's absolutely horrible. Josh, keep whisking it. You can do a lot better.
You're like a Charles Dickens orphan.
Please, keep whisking the custard.
Uh-oh. There it goes. That's how you know it's done, when it hits Nicole in the face. Trevor, strainer. I can no longer yell at Nicole, and I'm panicking now. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so we're going to strain the custard through this guy. What do you call this device?
A Tammy.
A Tammy.
Stunning. Wow, Josh. This
Look
looks
at that.
great. Look, barely any lumps. Oh, there's some lumps.
There's
Whatever.
some lumps.
That's okay.
I'm a lumpy boy sometimes.
Yeah, same. I'm a lumpy boy sometimes, too. That looks so good. Wow.
And now, so this is just going to help this cool down faster so we can
Start infusing it.
do more thingies.
Okay, Yeshua. What flavor?
Cool Ranch, you want one?
Okay.
What are we doing?
We're doing so I have a little bit of hot water here if you want to take like a healthy pinch of this.
Ah, so you're making like a saffron tea.
Exactly.
Okay.
So take about a third of this and put it into this bowl. I have some spoons for you over there.
Gotcha.
So you can infuse whichever one you'd like, and I'm going to take my actual rose jam. Can I see something really quick?
Oh.
You're a hot tamale. Yeah!
Ah!
Look.
Wait, let me see.
Oh my god.
That's what you do to cool yourself down in the
Get
kitchen.
me
You
outta
ice your nipples.
here.
You gotta ice your nipples down if you want to stay cool in the kitchen.
I hate this
You
job.
put cornstarch down your pants and you ice your nips.
Infuse the saffron,
I
dog.
will infuse the saffron.
And then we also have saffron salt too. You can strain it, or I kind of like to see the threads going through
Can you see the
personally.
threads?
Yeah, sure,
Can I
absolutely.
just take this whole bite of like $100 of saffron?
No.
Oh, no. Wow, look at that. Look at that. From Irish Traveler to Larry the Cable Guy. Ooh, that's lovely. Yeah, you get that little pop of spice right off the bat.
Yeah, I love the
It's
threads.
still
going
vanilla
through it.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. We're good at our job.
I feel very fancy right now, I must say.
I need a monocle.
Okay, let's make some glazes.
This one's for Ben. No! Monocle! I'm excited for this because I am a total chocoholic. I'm addicted to chocohol. Okay, I really want to try this ruby chocolate because neither of us have ever had it.
Wow.
It almost says, what do they call them, coffee cherries?
Mm-hmm.
It's making the back of my throat itch. I think I'm allergic to it.
So I'm just going to break this up. Do you want to open the Amade Porcelana? Do you want to open
I immediately thought you said you want to open the liquor.
No, I mean, you can.
Okay, it's got like a tie. I left Boy Scouts after 3 weeks.
Dog.
I wanted to play sports. Yeah, it hits you right in the big
Oh my
eyes.
god. Oh, it's smells like isopropyl alcohol. Is it gonna hurt?
No, it's not. Just act like it's college. There's a bunch of people screaming at you and peer pressuring you.
Oh, I hate that so much!
I love it. Let's put it in our donuts.
I hate it so much. Let me just warm my cream
We can
up.
save it and not even put it in the glaze and then just soak our donuts in it like a Tres Leches cake.
Ooh.
We'll just have the donuts floating in a pool of liquor.
On its own, it tastes like jet fuel. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Nope. Okay, phenomenal.
Nope. Copyright? I don't know what's copyrighted anymore.
What's phenomenal? What's that from?
What?
What? Do you want to pour corn syrup in each one of these too? Go for
I
it.
do. Is it corn syrup just to give it a glossier finish?
Yeah, it's to make it really shiny so our donuts look like beautiful. You can see them from like Mars and Why'd you use your finger?
Because it wasn't coming all out of the bowl yet. I washed my hands. You just saw me wash my hands.
He did not wash his hands.
If you yell that someone insisted they saw you wash your hands, then they think you did.
Gorgeous. So now I'm just going to take some hot cream. The heat is going to help melt it down. Okay. Okay, do you want to move over there?
No, you whisk. You get... No, bourbon and chocolate's an awesome combination. So is bourbon in anything.
Okay, so we're just going to keep whisking these until they're beautiful and shiny and melted.
And then we get to glaze our donuts?
Yeah!
And then we get to eat our donuts?
We have to decorate them and then we can...
And then we get to go to Chuck E. Cheese even though we're 2 adults and we're not accompanying children?
Yeah!
And they watch us real close?
Yeah. Are ready to fill some?
Yeah, let's fill donuts up.
Okay, cool. You can snip.
We're both Jewish. There's so many moral jokes to make. Hold this in there.
I'm going to make some room in my donut. Coming in with guns blazing, huh?
Well, Alright, so we're just gonna cut the tips off, and then I have nowhere to put them without them spilling, so
You're doing
put
such
them
a
in
good
my
job.
pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I got this is uncomfortable for me.
You can take this one. You can fill it with whichever one you want. You know what? Just keep it there and just squeeze it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I need a bigger hole.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna shove the tip in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then she said you can feel it. Oh! Oh, look at that yellow color.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
You overdid it. You overdid it. That's
There's a lot of
really
filling
good.
in there. We just need to press this guy out.
It's like cooking with a 7-year-old. I'm going to fill 2 flavors in one.
I did the thing again.
Josh, you literally went to a donut shop and she explained to you word for word. Who's going to clean that up?
I kept thinking, Trevor, what we were going to eat for lunch. She'll be like, you're going to fry the donuts and turn them with these sticks. And I'd be like, you're telling me you're frying those donuts and turning them with the sticks? But complete autopilot. I was just like, well, we know that burrito.
Is it still dripping?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my god!
We got a dark chocolate here. That's got all that lovely rye bourbon flavors. And we're going to do the old swirl and schlink.
No nipples!
Yeah, no nipples!
No nipples!
I was born without nipples, is what we're referring to.
Josh, while it's still wet, you should probably design it a little bit.
Design it. What should we do? Goldie,
Okay.
my apron came untied. Also, I don't think I can cook when I'm not wearing that jacket.
I know. It's like all of your powers have been harvested, and I am holding them.
And to the ruby chocolate.
This is
Oh,
fun.
look at this. This is so
Oh
donut-y.
my gosh. I'm gonna put pink peppercorns on this guy.
Dang, honestly, these are so cool looking. Ooh, that's our saffron. Should we get a little saffron salt?
Yeah, put some saffron salt.
I love me salt and chocolate.
Me too.
Wait, can we put some fresh saffron threads on top of this?
Absolutely. That sounds like a great idea.
Trevor, saffron thread me. Whoa,
Whoa.
it's an expensive toss. Like what you see on the toilet seat in the 7-Eleven bathroom. Nicole, what is the most important part of a donut?
Probably the actual
It's the box. And these are our fancy donuts. Look at these. You got the American Beauty rose petals all over it.
Oh, they're beautiful.
That was a weird movie.
Yeah.
All right, before we eat the fancy stuff,
Okay.
we gotta eat the original Dunkin' Donuts.
I remember what these taste like, and I feel like I'm not gonna like it. I'll have a cream one. Why do you insist on making eye contact with me when you do that?
It makes us closer as a team. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got some fake chocolate taste to it.
Uh-huh.
So let's try the original one. My hands are just covered in chocolate and dirt.
Do you want a bite of this one?
Well, I was gonna get my own. Touch it. You gotta get my cream on yours. Alright.
Bro.
Yo!
Wow.
Holy crap, look at that.
Mm.
There's just 10 times more flavor in this than there is in that. The dough is also chewier, which I really like. Gives you more attempts to mash your teeth into the flavor.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Also, it's a really well-architectured donut.
Agreed.
Like, there's cream in every single bite.
Mm.
The bourbon and the chocolate comes through. Oh my god, that's good.
This is amazing.
Can we try the other ones?
Yeah.
Can I rip it open?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Josh!
I don't know what I did.
Ugh. But look at that yellow color. This is really phenomenal.
The salt, the
I was gonna
saffron
say,
salt.
Okay, so can you pick up the next donut? Because I'm a little...
Yeah, you are? Oh, what a coincidence.
Screw it, we're just doing it. Actually, that looks really
Ooh, look at that.
good. Just the rose, the pink peppercorn.
I think this one might be my favorite.
I'm not going to wash your hands ever.
Josh, how much does all of this cost?
$218.71.
You're kidding me.
It's well spent.
That's crazy. Josh, this was so fun. Thanks for lending me your jacket and your superpowers as a chef to do this with you.
And thank you for letting me raise your sons as my own. Thank you for watching this season of Fancy Fast Food, but don't worry, we got more content coming at you next week, so stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Oh god, I got dirt on the box. Ugh. Get as messy as you want in your kitchen when you have the Mythical Kitchen Towel. Available now at mythical.com.
Alright, here we go. I noticed something when people play this game. They never have enough water. They never have food. They never have water. That's what I want to be. I want to be Stan. This city has a thirst. And Stan the Waterman is gonna bring water to the people of the city that need it. I'm gonna make sure that people are hydrated, properly maintained in their hydration. I'm gonna be the Waterman. Oh. Oh, shit. All right, hang on. I gotta get in the immersion of it. Hang on. We gotta immerse. Now that's immersion. Everybody say hi to Stan. Stan the Waterman. Here with the plan to make sure that this city gets all the water it needs. Okay, I gotta go up to the job center because I need to get a job first. I'm thinking that for Stan the delivery man is gonna be the one. Oh yeah. I've noticed something about this city. I've noticed up there, down there, even down there, a severe lack of water. I know this, and I know this city needs water more than anything else. If there's one thing that I've been put on this goddamn earth to do, is to provide a thirst. Sir! You're doing the Lord's work. I see you with that cup in there. Yeah, drink up. Yeah, it's good. That's good. You're gonna like that. You're gonna thank yourself later. And I'm gonna thank you now. Alright, carry on. The light's red. It waits for no man. Gotta go. Need to get a job. Gotta buy some water to give to the people. That's what the city needs. There's a disease lurking deep beneath here. And I'm gonna root it out. Stan. New to this city. But you're gonna make a difference. Hey! Whatever. I'll let him go. He was probably thirsty. Alright, I just gotta find myself a job. Maybe as a delivery man. Maybe that's it. Maybe Stan the delivery man. Yeah. Stan the delivery man. Delivering water. Hello? Hello there. Are you thirsty? Hi. Well. Aren't you just beautiful? Look at you. Look at you go. Wow. That is a slice of something special. Oh, don't mind me, sir. I'm not weird. Just looking at a cat. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't. Sorry. I panicked. Are you all right? All right. All right. Better get out of the road here. Whew. Almost had my first run-in. Not paying attention where I'm going. Silly me. All right, here we go. Job center is what I need. Oh my God! Oh, let's try this again. I'm getting a mental image. Hang on here. All right, delivery job, entertainer. Oh, some people have said that I'm rather entertaining, so maybe that could do me. Good old Stan the Entertainer Man. Probably not. All right, maybe not. I'll probably just go for the delivery job. I think that's exactly what I got going for me. That's my best quality, so yeah, let's try to do that. Oh, yeah, okay, all right, here we go. And, whoop.
We can get close. Slip.
We're back.
Their throats. Kill them without a sound.
Without honor, I will not break my code.
Face me, invader!
That's close.
We can't save everyone.
I'm done running, and I can finally help.
Damn it!
Face me, invader! What the
can't save everyone.
I'm done running, and I can finally help.
Damn it! More guards.
Don't let anyone escape.
Just ready. Tina!
Thank you, my lord. They said all the samurai were dead. Do you have somewhere to hide? I heard Golden Temple might be safe. Go. Stay off the roads. And guard your son with your life.
You risked your life for them.
They couldn't defend themselves.
Oops.
Night. Can't let more of my people die.
They're not the only ones who need you. My brother. The Mongols took him.
That's why you saved me.
Taka is my only family.
And Lord Shimura is mine.
Please. I just want my brother back.
I'll help you find him after I save my uncle. I promise.
I'm coming with you. Stables are just up ahead. Let's get to the horses.
They're samurai horses. A few we didn't take into battle.
Lucky for them. And us. Which horse do you want?
Easy there.
He suits you.
And he needs a name, Kage, born from the darkness. Canada.
They're holding your uncle inside. The walls are too high to climb. We could cause a distraction. Sneak in.
No. We walk in the front gate. Khotun Khan set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle. Butchered the warriors of Tsushima. I'm going to repay his kindness.
They're repeating the same mistakes that got your friends killed.
That's what the Mongols will think. But this time, I'll strike first. Castle Canada.
They're holding your uncle inside. The walls are too high to climb. We could cause a distraction. Sneak in.
No. We walk in the front gate. Khotun Khan set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle. Butchered the warriors of Tsushima. I'm going to repay his kindness.
They're repeating the same mistakes that got your friends killed.
That's what the Mongols will think. But this time, I'll strike first. Wait here until I finish them.